Welcome to another Whip It Sundays. I'm running solo right now. Maybe some others coming in. My friend Hulk Smash Customs is not feeling well, so he's going to sit out the show today. And hope he gets feeling better. And I got plenty to keep myself busy. Working on. Now I got the good head sculpts for Lord Pumpkin and work on it. I got some more work to do on card case. And one of my Reavers, I'm fixing him up to painting the hair white so I can have all the different versions of Reavers. I took the leftover parts when I made Mr. T and one of the Reaver jackets, painted up one of the Reaver heads to match the body, and put the cyborg hands on this one. Hey, Bendy. Hey, Nico. Welcome, welcome. Let's see what we got to work on right now. I'm trying. Oh, and these really nice resin prints pumpkin heads. I want to use the smaller one, which the insert was solid gray, and I was wanting to do the light up feature, so I just made a simple push mold blue stuff. Wasn't perfect, but it's enough amount of silicone to make a copy of it. That did the job. I mixed up some clear resin with some teal dye, ground off the spots that wasn't perfect, and I'm going to dish in the spot for the back, and I got to drill out the center. That way I can do the light up eyes for the smaller head. I think it's going to, I like the other head too, but I think just being a little bit smaller, be a bit better proportioned. And one thing about I don't know, this clear resin I bought, I hate using it because it's the hard part B smells like mildew, and it's like very strong smell. It's been that way since I bought it, and it's like making the inside of the head a little bit larger where I can just slide the insert in and out when I need to, because we're still need to change the battery. This 3D print resin doesn't smell the best either. A little at a time so I don't make it too big. That's close. Hey, Jose Santos. Welcome, welcome.
Hello.
Dom's not feeling too good today, so he's sitting out tonight.
That's not good. Well, who else is joining us?
I'm not sure, but we can keep ourselves entertained.
Oh yeah.
We got the great chat too.
Yeah, I was just getting done. I was prepping some of those gung-ho figures and taking all the camo patches off of them.
I took the tattoo off Thursday of one of the extra ones I had left over from making the Mr. T and this. Use the gung-ho legs, and I use the Reaver head and jacket and hands on that.
That's cool.
I just painted the head. It's got the helmet on, so you can't really tell. So
yeah, I'm gonna mod that helmet because he's supposed to have some weird. It's like a face module that goes over his mouth.
Oh,
damn it!
Looks even more. I pieced this together a long time ago. Just I threw the head and vest on it because I made the body before. I used like saber-tooth legs, like the ultimate saber-tooth legs on one of those old Shield Agent bodies. I think it was like an ultimate cap. I had to repaint the torso a long time ago. I didn't know what I was going to make.
Yeah, I'm gonna make a different skull buster because the one they gave us it's not accurate at all. It should have one arm completely clad in leather, uh, one arm that's mechanical. So I'm
Mm-hmm.
thinking I might. 'Cause I'm gonna use a gung ho body, so I'm probably gonna take the right arm from one of the what's that Major Blood, use that for the bionic arm, and then for the legs I'm gonna use the legs off of that new Black Series Darth Maul.
It might be worked up better if you get a bat, use a bat arm.
Yeah, I was looking at those bat arms. I don't know if I like them as much as I like that Major Blood arm. And I found a couple people selling him pretty cheap on eBay for like $30, like his fodder, and an arm was attached. So I was like, maybe I just get one of those.
Blood's a lot smaller than Gung Ho though. He's a much smaller figure.
Yeah, but the bionic arm is always going to be smaller anyway because it doesn't have all the muscle tissue and everything.
That's true.
Because I got what 3 gung hos and 1 roadblock.
Yeah, some of the roadblocks I ran into it with this one. If he's got the version 1 vest,
yep,
the crunches are super loose once you take the vest off. It was just floppy. It's like so I had to put some of the Kiki in there.
Yeah, I guess I got to see if I can order that. Cause everything, I'm half skeptical on ordering it off of eBay because I don't know if it's the actual guy or not.
I got mine off Amazon a long time ago. It's lasted a while. The only thing that stinks about Kiki is the nozzle gets clogged up. You take a needle and clean it out.
Yeah. That's what I've seen a lot of people say on when they're reviewing Kiki.
There we go. Reproduce the insert for this head, or it's 3D printed. He didn't have couldn't do it in clear resin.
Yeah.
So I made a rough push mold out of it and used some teal dye and clear resin. And once I sand it smooth, we get all the lines off of it.
We got Darth as usual jumping in. We got Bendy, Nico's in, and Jose Santos.
Yep.
You're probably like, where the hell is everybody else at?
Yeah.
It happens.
Oh yeah, the chat keeps us pretty hopping anyway. So
yeah, I was gonna say I didn't really hear much from Dom today, so thought it was odd because we're normally just shooting each other back and forth like stupid videos.
Yeah, there. I'll talk to you when we go offline about it.
All right. I wonder what happened to Dagobi. Maybe if I Beetlejuice him like you guys did me back in the day, he'll pop on.
I don't know. I was talking to him earlier. He's got stuff he's got to work on. Get his butt on here.
Yeah, made it a lazy day. I didn't do a whole lot this weekend. I got my new job has been driving me crazy because there's like 0 training, so I came in blind. But then I got a call from my former vice president from the organization with now. He started his own company a year and a half ago. So now he's able to give out offers to people from the organization because it's in his contract. He can't hire anybody out for at least a year. And he hit me up and he's like, what are you doing Monday? I was like, going to work. He's like, you want to break away and come, chat with me about being an operations manager? I was like, so long as there's money and training in it, I'll do it.
Yeah.
So might be getting another promotion or another raise. Use the money, maybe I can pay this damn truck off sooner.
Heck yeah. That's why when I first started my job at the university, is like they'll tell you like that's one of they're not good about like stuff like one of the things. That's it. What? I don't see them.
Let's see. Oh, Dagobi, yo, let me in.
Well, you just showed up.
I am
showed up, or man?
I am the ghost who walks.
I Beetlejuice you. There we go.
I heard
your private chat showed up before you showed up.
thus is the life.
As when my nephews were little, he would say, "Ninja."
Well, I mean, that is my actual, my thing says Ninja Master K on it.
Yeah.
So what you working on there, DaGobi?
Nothing right now. I'm cleaning up. I had to go to my grandmother's thing today.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, she had a anniversary. So that was what I woke up this morning, had to do a toy show. And then so I ain't even had a chance to get nothing up. I did pick up a movie version of Taskmaster, which that's actually not a bad figure.
Isn't the app crunch a little weak on it though? Doesn't go too far forward and backward.
It does, but I mean, that's something I can fix myself.
Oh no, I'm not thinking Taskmaster. I'm thinking of that other from Shang-Chi wave, that one ninja looking guy.
I mean, the Taskmaster ain't great.
Yeah,
but it's a good looking figure though. Like I was pleasantly surprised from it. And it comes with some decent accessories.
You got a question in the chat?
I did.
It says, "What's cracking, DaGobi?"
No, not much, man. Just chilling. And then also, I picked up that Quasar I showed you, Jared.
Yep.
Now, is Quasar worth anything?
Value wise?
Yeah.
$20.
Okay, well, before I chop him into bits.
Oh no, he ain't worth anything. He's peg warming at my local Walgreens. There's about 6 of them over there. They've been there about a good week.
Yeah, we don't get Quasars. We get what's his name instead? Captain Marvel and freaking Zemos.
That Quasar is just peg warming right now wherever I see him.
It's not a bad figure. What body mold is that? Is that Bucky Cap?
It's Bucky Cap with new arms.
He looks kind of small to be Quasar.
Well, that's why. Well, where have you been?
That's why you made improvements.
Where have you been? I'm that was the whole thing. Like last few episodes, like I made a new body for the Quasar.
That's why I'm copying yours with the Vulcan body. Duh.
Well, actually, I used a combination of for Quasar. I used Spider-Man UK and some Sunfire lower legs.
Oh, well, see, I ain't got a Spider-Man UK, so.
Well, you've got plenty of Spider-Man UK bodies, though.
I do?
Sure you do.
Give me some names of figures. Like, just name a figure and I'll see if I have it.
The original Captain Marvel?
Oh, wait, that's a Spider-Man UK body?
Yes.
Oh, well, there you go. I got one.
Magneto.
Got it.
Age Apocalypse Magneto. They all use all the Magnetos use the Spider-Man UK. Cosmic Spider-Man.
Any particular reason why you want to use that instead of the?
No, well, if you got this, you got one of these, you're almost done. All you need to do is paint the legs blue.
Right.
And replace the lower legs with red ones.
Yeah, they kind of did my boy Quasar dirty, man.
He's tiny.
You're very to be what he is.
Oh, have you taken him out of the box yet?
Yeah.
His feet are huge.
Yeah, they are. They definitely. I don't know what they was on with this place.
He's got some clown shoes.
I really wish they would have done his modern outfit.
Yeah, well, yeah.
That the one that's kind of like Nova.
Mm-hmm.
They ever listened to us too much about, for years everybody complaining about how the figures had such small feet in the Bucky Cap, and then they went a little too damn large.
Well, they got decent sized feet when they made them Carnage, I think, was the first one that they gave regular feet to.
Yeah,
buddy. So they got feet they can use properly for the Bucky Cap, but for some reason they use feet that go on Grim Reaper.
Go Hasbro.
Create a McFarlane toy-like waist joint for Marvel Legends torso with epoxy. I want to use it for a Fetcher Hulk. Fetcher Hulk's
You probably can, but
Might be some heavy modding though.
Yeah.
I mean, it's doable, but it's there might be a lot of work time in that.
What you could do is they make these things for model kits, and you can buy these ball joints. And they come with balls and sockets. You incorporate those in the center with epoxy and have them snap in there. You can get these of various different sizes. There's double ball peg right there, so you can actually scrape your top and bottom.
Yeah, my hobby town actually just started carrying those. They're called polycaps, by the way, if you want the name for the actual name.
Were we talking about that like about 8 episodes ago?
Yes. Jared.
Family.
Oh boy. Yeah. Oh, so get this. So I was at the toy show, right? And no sooner than I left, I had guys coming up to my buddy who does my 3D prints, asking for painted heads. Now, mind you, the whole time I was there, didn't nobody come up to me to ask about no painted heads. But the second I leave, everybody wants a Cobra Commander head.
Intimidating, man. I don't want to ask you a question. Did you have a cowboy hat on? Did you have a cowboy hat on?
Yeah, of course, man.
Yeah. Ain't or even a shoe.
Hey, look, I ain't in that side of the South, right?
It's like, dang, I got Walker Texas Ranger over there. I ain't asking him a damn thing.
Oh man.
All right.
Where's everybody else at?
Dom's not feeling well.
Okay.
And need to make the first. Need to go down.
So it's just, I guess it's just the three of us tonight.
Just the three of us.
We can make a good show.
Let's see.
Well, dang it.
What?
Huh? Oh, I was trying to see if I could use these Quasar arms.
They changed the mushroom pegs.
Yeah.
They have
God,
a double gnarled and mushroom peg for one Quasar. The only figure that's the only figure that has those.
Come on,
Try to use them on an older Bucky Cat mold that they won't seat properly. They'll leave a gap.
Yeah, see. These guys.
Hey, man, little customizers. And what abdomen of McFarlane toys can use in the Escanor chest to make him for more human and not so large?
That's Jared all day.
There's a lot of parts that's interchangeable in McFarlane's figures. It's about what abdomen figure use? Yeah, the weird like 8-pack pecs on Escanor. Yeah, maybe the Savage He-Man that's got the Conan look. That might work there. It's one with the metal shield and chains holding it. The House of L logo.
Oh, speaking of Savage He-Man, dude, the funny thing I saw recently was somebody took the
Savage Superman. I mean.
Oh, okay. Well, still Savage He-Man. Somebody took that one and did a scum swap with the head of the classic on the Savage He-Man body.
Are you talking about the Revelation He-Man?
Yeah.
When you say classic, there's actually an entire line of Master Universe figures called
the Revelation class, the Revelation, the classic version, the one they just released.
Yeah.
if for some reason somebody bought it and they wanted the Savage He-Man head for it, so they
it's a better looking head.
scum swapped it.
Damn, I don't think I washed my hands good enough. I accidentally think I got Windsor Newton on my damn fingers and got on my damn soda and got my mouth. Shit.
Up, nice knowing you, Modesto.
Well, I guess whatever it was ailing me, it's probably gone. I just had to deal with the after effects.
So what happened to Modesto, guys? Windsor Newton.
Hello, sir.
Good morning.
Oh, Dawn.
Sorry, I'm late. I was messing around with the wife.
Wait,
Not like that.
you say messing around.
Oh, he said not like that.
He was playing a video game. We just lost track of time.
What were we playing?
Well,
Yeah.
I bought a PlayStation 5 for over the Black Friday nonsense, and she's playing that Astro Bot game, that comes with every one that you buy.
Somebody said try using a Caliban body.
Yeah, Nico did.
Yeah, try using a Caliban torso to shave down the waist. It's line well with the Escanor lower torso. Huh.
It's not a bad idea.
I wish that he would make a. It's McFarlane, so he quits halfway through some lines. If they don't sell well, he just quits immediately. And I want Escanor in the 1 mode.
Oh, your buff's gonna work.
Nico said you could use the Almighty one as well.
All Might.
Yep.
Dog. Get the stuff up out the living room.
Uh-oh. Lose him?
Yep, he hit the back button probably.
Hey, buddy.
Did you finish that void or no?
The merge sentry.
Yeah.
I got stuff I got laid out here to work on. I got his hands. He's getting close to finish. I got him dull coated. I need to hit him with some semi-gloss afterwards. But I need to paint his face and his hands and touch up the belt. And the paintwork's pretty well done then after that.
Yeah, the belt came out sweet when you went all black with the white.
Yeah, it just almost glows.
Yeah. That looks way better. And then you get what was it? I was gonna say, are you gonna try to get the white lightning effects or no?
I got a living laser on the shelf, and I think I got some other lightning effects, maybe purple I'm not using.
Right.
I can put the purple on the living laser, and I can take the white ones, put on merge sentry.
Yeah, I think that'll make it pop pretty good having that white against the red and the black.
Mm-hmm. Trying to keep the Dremel from making too much noise because this bit's old and it squalls when it hits too much friction.
Yeah.
Trying to get set up here. What all you guys doing tonight?
I'm working on Lord Pumpkin and Hardcase mainly right now, and do some touch up on the Sentry work. I think this one's more for you, Don. It's like, how do you make tiny clothes for the figures?
Oh, very, very carefully.
I think I saw DaGobi flash. I think his connection's bad.
Let me see. He said hello, so he must be trying to get back in.
Hello.
I'm on my cell phone, man. So
I wonder why your logo ain't showing up.
yeah, I had to do my cell phone tonight. It's also why you can't see me doing nothing. Here for everybody. What's up?
Turn it back off.
Oh God.
I'm kid. I kid.
Oh, so question. Here, see if it actually shows me something. Here's the face I'm thinking about using for my Quasar.
Is that a Randy Orton?
Hmm? No,
Is that a
it's
random?
it's Johnny Storm.
Quasar, or are you talking about Guinness Vale?
Nah, Quasar.
Why not use the Robert Redford head he comes with?
Oh, because like I said, I want to give him his more modern look.
Oh, okay. Yeah, a friend of mine get the other head.
Yeah, I was thinking, your friend of yours got the what now?
Look at your Quasar's head.
Okay.
It looks like a young Robert Redford.
Yeah, it does.
After he said that, I cannot unsee that.
What has been seen cannot be unseen. My other option I was thinking about was possibly, I thought about just doing the what's his name? The figure, the body I'm using. What? God dang it, man! Vulcan's head, or this Captain America, or this crappy Captain America head.
Which one is that from?
This is from one of the.
That was the first attempt at a Chris Evans unmasked head.
Yeah.
That's not the one that came with that his combat uniform, right?
Yeah, the stealth suit.
Yeah.
So I don't know why my camera's not wanting to focus on this thing.
Because it's focusing on your old head.
Yeah.
That's right.
You got a big melon and a little melon in there, and the big one's winning.
So I'm debating on which head to use for a more modern. What do you thought? Because I'm gonna do like the whole shoulder pads and all that stuff.
I'm gonna mute just for a second, guys. I'm gonna turn my drill up really loud, and it's gonna squall like I'm killing 50 cats.
Maybe he is.
See, I used the head of Johnny Storm to make a Prince Adam 200 times version with the Shang-Chi comic figure.
Oh yeah, that'd probably be good.
The Storm.
You see my Bob Ross up on the wall?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Is it a litho or?
Most black houses have Jesus Christ, Black Jesus. I got Bob Ross.
Bob Ross is close enough.
That man was a saint. Yeah, I think I'll stick with the Johnny Storm. I know he's got that smirk and all, so it kind of goes with it.
Oh darn!
He's always a happy character.
You could see that. It is smoking.
Dang, yeah, I can see is that plastic on it?
Resin.
Oh, okay. Oh yeah. I can't stand that.
The resin's not completely cured either because it's still a little squishy.
Yeah, I was gonna say you better be careful with that, man. Last time I did resin and was drilling into it with a drill, freaking shot in my face.
Oh, it's still soft. It's not won't fracture.
Okay.
So I just cast it last night, and the clear resin takes forever to fully cure.
I got you.
Show.
And it smells like mildew when I'm grinding into it.
Wait, what is Nico? Nico, what do you want to see? Oh, I think he wants Christian to show what he made.
I used the head of Johnny Storm for a Prince Adam 2000X version. Oh, that would actually work with Shang-Chi comic figure.
By the power of Grayskull, buddy.
Yep.
I really like that 2000X series. I wish they'd bring back Mike Young and his production team, and give us the final season.
Yeah. You know what the big beef with that series was, right?
Cartoon Network didn't want to pay for it.
Oh no, I was gonna talk about the whole.
Expensive.
Yeah, no, but I was thinking about the dudes that actually counted how many times they spun a sword in the first episode.
Oh, a lot of people hated the modern power sword.
I loved it. You know, there's a story behind that, right? But they didn't go into it.
Well, they didn't give a story to that until years afterwards, though.
Yeah, well, what was it? The original power sword got destroyed, or that was the one? No, that was the one Skeletor has. Is the original power sword.
Yeah.
And so Duncan had to make him a new one that tapped into Grayskull.
They kind of wrote that off as actually being the thing too, since when they showed King Grayskull with that sword.
Mm-hmm. Well, hey man, retcons are retcons. That's what I call them, soft reboots.
I hate retcons.
Oh man, you can't check anything Marvel or DC because.
Well, Marvel and DC can't remember what they're doing from one month to the next.
That's because they done so much.
I think they forgot Merge Sentry was a thing, and they forgot the Horseman Sentry was a thing.
How did they forget? Wasn't he deaf?
He was when he was a horseman, he was strong enough to fight a celestial.
Yeah, but I'm saying he was the horseman of death, right?
I forget which horseman he was, but
he was either pestilence or death. I think he was one of them two.
Grim Reaper and Banshee.
Mm-hmm. I'll tell you another thing I hate with Sentry, and I like a lot of characters, man.
His horseman look was really cool too.
Yeah, it was. I'm getting tired of forgetting how strong these characters actually are. You know.
Yeah, well, they have them job the characters that's way weaker than them just to build up the new threat.
Oh, did y'all see the new female Lobo, Crush?
That's his daughter.
Is it? I thought he had Kid Lobo though.
Yeah. Well, the Kid Lobo was I think a clone.
Yeah. So how did he have a daughter?
Well, the old-fashioned way.
Yeah, we know that.
The old-fashioned way.
I thought he was sterile.
That's because of Mambo number 5.
He's sterile that he can't make more clones.
Okay.
His blood is sterilized where he can't clone himself. Used to be every drop of blood became another Lobo.
Yeah, I thought it was not. Didn't they change to where if he died, they would, or is that completely gone?
Yeah, dude, look, they completely wrote off the fact they actually killed off Lobo and replaced him with Twilight Lobo for a while, and then it's like they wrote off Twilight Lobo from ever existing.
Yeah, I'm glad because nobody liked that guy.
No.
The hell's a Twilight Lobo? Please don't tell me he's hanging out with what's his name from Twilight.
A little while after New 52, they had Lobo come in, which was done by Rob Liefeld. It was classic Lobo. Then later on, they decided to reboot the character and give, say, the Lobo that we all know was a fraud, using Lobo's name. They introduced a new Lobo that looked like a character out of Twilight.
He's all skinny and malnourished.
Yeah.
So essentially became Edward.
As my wife calls them, little Twi'lets.
Basically.
The other thing was terrible. Nobody liked him.
I don't know why. Nowadays, it's hard to keep up with comics. It's like even with the X-Men run, I'm just getting so fed up with it. I don't even want to read it anymore.
Well, there's no repercussions anymore because you die and it doesn't mean anything.
Hey, die doesn't mean anything. They're trying to now. Beast is bad, and he's trying to he's torturing Wolverine, and he kills off Wolverine all the time, and it's just weird.
There's more heel turns in comics now than they were in wrestling.
Yeah.
Nightcrawler just did a heel turn.
I don't know. Last I was reading, but I mean, it's been 2-3 months since I've been keeping up with it. I haven't read any back issues. I've just haven't had the motivation to do it. But he was still a good guy. But I don't know. He might be turned. I don't know unless he becomes like a religious zealot in the comics. I don't know.
Well, it's something called the Orders of Nightcrawler or something like that.
Yeah, because he formed his own church on Krakoa and built it from the ground up, which doesn't take much. On Krakoa, you can build anything up in a matter of minutes.
They've been showing a preview image of them holding a beat up Thor and one of the Nightcrawlers holding his hammers, which is how is any of that possible?
Yeah, that's the Order of Nightcrawler.
Yeah, there's nothing is what it was. It's just I don't know. They're writing comics for the new generation, I guess, and for us old farts, they're just kind of like, well, it doesn't matter.
Well, the new generation, I guess they're like, well, the new generation they have a lot of. Because of TikTok, they have a attention span for 15 minutes.
Exactly.
No, Thor's hammer isn't what it used to be. It's not Mjolnir no more. It's possessed by Odin's spirit or something like that.
Yeah,
and the only worthy can hold it. No, if Odin decides that he wants you to pick it up, you can pick it up.
Okay, but so he let Nightcrawler, who just beat his son's tail.
Yeah, but I feel like a spirit possessing a hammer would be a lot easier to circumvent.
Odin?
Nico's got a point. Entitled Marvel Comics.
Yeah. Right before whole lockdown situation. Remember they were going to launch that new Warriors book with like characters like Snowflake and Safe Space.
Yeah.
Yeah, that got canceled real fast. Yeah, that went the way of the dinosaurs.
Well,
At this rate, most comic titles will be, I don't know. It's
Freaking Safe Space. Oh my God, I hate. Why'd you have to bring it up, dude?
well, comic book shop, he was going to get it just because the absurdity of it. Because sometimes those stupid things like that actually can go up in value.
exactly.
That thing got canceled like almost instantly.
Oh, they fought for it for a while, and nobody would have read it. Well, there's a lot of books that nobody reads, and they cancel it and renew it, cancel it, renew it. They're selling they're selling less than 5,000 issues a month.
Like I Am Not Starfire, where that chick literally made Starfire's daughter herself.
Like genetics wise, is like, does a human and Tamarinian just have bad compatibility? That's not how things work.
The Duna isn't cohesive.
You wouldn't think Kryptonians and humans were compatible.
Yeah, true.
Look, man, Clark's already discussed this. Remember?
Oh, I don't know if you guys ever seen that little meme picture, like somebody did a cartoon, like when on Clark and Lois's honeymoon, and she's like, he drops his drawers and she screams like, "What the hell is that?" It's like, it's my thing. It's like, but it's got pinchers. Because he is an alien.
It's like so you can't get away.
Well, that's basically what it said. So it holds on to you.
Now kiss me, baby.
It's not a graphic meme. It's just like,
it's just a meme.
Yeah.
People, we do jokes on this channel.
Like,
if you're easily offended, you're on the wrong show.
Need to open up that bottom a little more.
Is that the insert for Pumpkinhead?
Yeah. The way I cast it, I didn't get to do the curved insert, so I'm having to drill it out myself.
Hey, what do y'all know about Mythic Legions?
Not much outside of what reviews I've seen.
I think they look good, but I just don't have no. They're great. I'm not that big of a medieval type person. I like He-Man. It's a sword and sorcery type thing, and like Mythic Legions is. But I have a connection to He-Man. I don't have a connection to. I know that it's their own property. They don't have any comics or anything to it, at least I know of.
No, I ain't seen none.
So I don't have any connection to it, but they are great looking figures.
I have 3. 2 skeletons, hold your surprise, and the Headless Horseman. And all 3 of them are, I really don't have too much problem other than the skeletons are like really floppy.
Okay, well, I've been commissioned to make a couple of iron thrones, Mythic Legion characters to sit on. And I've never held one, so I don't even know what scale they are.
They're
1/6. They're the Marvel Legends scale.
Okay, so I can use that as a reference.
Yeah.
They're kind of a little bit bigger than Marvel Legends, but they're not 7-inch scale either. So they're kind of 6.5.
All right. Like I said, I just got commissioned to do a couple of.
It's like He-Man figures. They're not. They call them 7-inch scale figures, but they're really not that much bigger. They're just bulkier than Master Universe Classics. What I mean.
I've been redoing my shelves and everything because I moved back into the room down the hall, you know.
Uh-huh.
And I've been thinking about stands and flight stands and things like that.
Well,
What would you consider to be the T-top flight stands? And
I was getting reminded me I've cleared off a lot of my workstation this evening. Just last night I made a mess of it when I had to run down here to do the showcase. Well, mostly.
The big check there, Don.
But, I do.
big what?
You got a big old check back there.
Oh yeah, I assisted in solving a murder, and the police department I was part of got a check for $1,000.
Jesus.
Look at you solving them unsolved mysteries.
You just need the music in the background.
And while I didn't get any of the money, I told the chief of police, I said, I'm taking the check. And he's like, all right, okay.
Cut the check.
I took the check. Yeah, so that's like the first murder I ever assisted in solving.
Sweet.
Very cool.
How you feel, buddy?
Craptacular?
I'll say you finally got your teeth wet.
See.
So,
what happened with the Maven collectibles figures? That was that Hulk, and they had some of the female figures. I never did get any of them.
What was it called?
Maven collectibles.
Maven.
I never saw those.
There was a big hype around the Hulk, at least the Hulk one. I like the look of the females too, for She-Hulk and stuff like that. Be a good base. They were built up where you order them in different colors. With the Hulk, you can get red, green, and gray, and blue, whatever. Skin Caucasian, black, or whatever. And it took forever for them to ever finally release, and it kind of like a big dud on arrival. I heard they're real loose and floppy of the people that's got them, but I couldn't say for sure. I couldn't say for sure because I never got them, so I don't want to.
I think it was Corey at Casting Cave. He was the first review I ever saw one, and he's like, "Hey, I got the perfect place to display this thing and threw it in the trash."
Yeah, he's savage. I don't even think I've ever seen Anthony throw one in the can yet.
So guys, who's your favorite other customizer to check out?
Favorite what?
Customizer.
There's only one answer to that question. Thanks for setting everybody up.
You're welcome. That's what I do.
Man, I don't know if I even have a favorite customizer.
I like looking at everybody's stuff.
Yeah, I mean, I like to look at the stuff, absolutely, across the board. Although there's this one cat and this one thing I looked into, and he was posting up some stuff, and I commented on there. I was like, are you trolling people with this stuff?
Was it that good or that bad?
Oh, it was terrible. It was very, very bad. Very, I thought for sure that he was doing it intentionally so that people would try to help him and try to give him tips and tricks and whatever. And, behind the scenes, he's back there laughing and making fun of them and stuff. Because I'm telling you, the stuff was terrible. There's no way that he would have to intentionally make it look like that.
I don't know, man. I've seen some of them dudes on eBay.
Oh man, those are terrible on eBay, and what they're charging, it's ridiculous.
No,
Oh, they do a
absolutely
head swap.
the worst I have ever seen in my life.
Yeah, I've seen people do like a head swap and charge $100 for the figure.
Oh yeah, just
The
for
bad part is
It's
just
not even a
the
custom head; it's just a head off another figure.
I can't even qualify that as a tip bad.
Well, hell, that's $70 in toys right there, just getting all the pieces.
Like, I don't understand
Nowadays.
though. Like, people buy these things though. Like, every now and again, one of them will sell.
Yeah, if you want it bad enough, I guess. But some of these people, it's like their paint application is terrible. Like, and it's always the worst ones I always see are the ones that where they try painting white. I swear to God, it looks like they just took white out and tried painting over.
Oh yeah, it's like they use a spackle knife.
Yeah,
Like, some of us are all gluey and clumpy, and
it's just dry, and you can see
like
the paint
they
underneath
bumped it
what
on.
the color was and everything. It's just no prep joints, nothing.
but I repeat, people buy that shit.
You know what? More power to them if you want to support somebody, and I guess you want to call it their craft. But I'm not dropping that kind of money on that stuff. Anything, the way they painted them up devalued it.
I'm definitely a window shopper when it comes to customizing.
Mm-hmm. I've never bought a custom off of anybody because it's like the ones that are really good, they're running 200 and some odd change, or it's on a bid and it's going up way too high. But I can't remember what the one guy's name is. I think he's out of Brazil or something like that. He does really good customs.
Oh, yeah,
I've commissioned, I think, 4, but out of all 4, I only kept one of them.
That dude out of Brazil is actually really cool. I've talked to him a couple of times.
Yeah, I can't remember his damn name. I see him more on Facebook than anything else.
Yeah, he does a lot of joint prep, man.
Yeah, like when he did what was it? The Jean Grey X Factor costume, the red with the yellow X. Those were nice, and I mean he did about 5 or 6 of those. And the same thing with the Rachel Gray Phoenix. He did a few of her, and those were all.
He did the Emma Frost too.
Yeah, when he metallic her out with the diamond look.
Yeah, like I said, though, he does. Like I said, talking to that dude, he said he stands all day.
Yeah, because he even like in his videos, he's like no paint rub, and he'll like twist the joints back and forth, and there's nothing.
Okay, I know who you're talking about now. I can't remember his name though.
Yeah, like I said, man.
I can never remember his name, and he's one of those guys that like every time he posts something, I gotta see what he's got, and it's like I always miss him. So then I'll look back on his stuff, and then there's like I miss like 10 posts.
I follow like 600 some people on Instagram, so it's.
If you ever want me to try to hit him up and get him on the show, I will. Like I said, he does talk to me. He gives.
Hey.
And that's another thing I like.
Oh, Raffaello, that's his name. Yeah, thanks, Nico. That's exactly who it is.
And he'll give you pointers too. He doesn't care. Hey guys, I will be right back.
Damn, that was fast. You didn't even wait.
What? Where'd Raf go?
Oh shoot, everybody. Oh.
Well,
okay.
I'm moving my freaking mouse. I wasn't even near it. My hand just moved just barely, and it hit that back button. It took me completely out of the stream.
Yeah, that'd be cool if
you guys showed up, or it would have just like canceled the show.
Yeah, that'd have been me and Don hanging out.
Finally getting that flight stand conversation off the ground so I can figure out which one's the best ones to use in my shelves.
I like making them out of old coat hangers.
I have some galvanized wire that I make it out of. I paint it black.
Mm-hmm. That's what I do. I take the old school wire hangers, and depending on how long I want them, I can cut them in half, or I use a full one. And
Sorry.
Yeah, so Nico, yeah, he actually hit on the head. It's Raffaello.
I do have quite a few of the wire ones, and predominantly I have all black shelves, so I paint them black, and they pretty much disappear into the shelf.
Yeah.
However, I'm lighting my shelves, so I'm thinking that maybe that's not going to be the case once the shelves get lit.
Actually, they still stay pretty. If you do them like a flat black where they don't really absorb light, that's what I do. I paint them all flat black so the light don't reflect off much.
And I have a lot of those Mezco clear ones.
Yeah.
The bendy armed ones.
If you need one that holds some weight, the NECA ones are nice. They got like ratchets in them. That's why I got my Prime on a flat stand on it.
Is that one gonna light up?
Yep, that's why I made that new green insert. I was needing to test the.
How many times, idiot? Keep poking yourself.
Do what now?
I've poked myself with this wire like 6 times. I'm a bleeding. Your cape is gonna have all kind of red lines through it.
Battle damage.
A lot of victims. I already have some victims on the cape.
Let's wet
Yeah, we don't have as many people watching that as normal.
It's because I wasn't here. I'm sorry.
No, you and Dom bring everybody here, man.
Let's see. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Skip a few.
Anthony's Customs used to be good too, waiting on his rival ninjas. Also, Jin Satomi. Yeah, Anthony hasn't done much.
Yeah, he don't do too many customs anymore.
No, not really. He used to do them all the damn time, and then he got more into reviewing than anything else. Because the only thing he was really doing was like the custom heads for a little while. Because like the last one he did was what, Gambit and Beast.
Well, he just did a batch of Venom feet for the 2-pack.
Oh yeah, that's right. He did do those.
I tried to commission him one time. Back when I was trying to get a Grendel.
I bet his prices are high.
Yeah.
Well, this was almost 10 years ago.
Forever he has a kid now, so
he
doesn't have that much time.
Yeah, they got a brand new baby too. So.
I remember when I sent him the email about it, the little blurb that he had about customs he makes, he's like, if I'm interested in it. I thought and 10-year younger me was like, man, who's not interested in a Grendel?
Nico's asking, hey Don, what fabric do you usually use for your soft goods?
Well, it depends on what we're talking about. For stretchy, kind of like spandex, I use Milliskin. And for most everything else, I use Kona cotton. It's Kona. And it really likes to be ironed. It's really good about that. And the colors are always real punchy. They do really good with the colors. But pure cotton. And as I'm putting my shelves back up together, I realize that I've got a lot of Iron Man toys. Like a lot. And it makes me think, what's that line? When's too much?
I would never guessed.
Like most of my figures are still in a box, because I haven't got the shelves lit yet.
Yeah.
But I got like that one shelf of Iron Man toys, and there's like almost 30 Iron Man on it. And that's just because they were like a little setup thing. What's the line? How much are you willing to spend on one figure that's 6 inch?
I don't know. Lately, I don't even want to pay what they're asking.
It's like I recently got. I collect Masterpiece Transformers too, and I got Fans Toys is by far some of the best ones out there. The third party stuff,
right. But
they're very expensive too, and before they announced their pre-order for it, I bought another brand, another third party company that made a blaster, the Autobot cassette player.
Right.
I got it. Is on sale. Shows E store for $70 shipped. And it's beautiful piece. Fans Toys, they announced they got theirs up for pre-order. It's $200. I'm happy with the 70.
Yeah, let's see.
Yeah, and Masterpiece usually run like a
Masterpiece and Fans Toys right now are running pretty well neck and neck in price wise, but Fans Toys is far superior in quality to the official Masterpiece figures, though. The Masterpiece Hound from Takara Tomy was coming in the box broken. The plastic was so weak. It was just broken with assembly.
Wow. Yeah, the Hound was the first one to get produced in Vietnam, right?
It may have been. Well, that's what we need.
Man, you're playing my song, I guess.
Yeah, I'm done with it. Not liking that damn epoxy resin.
No. I forgot about the background ambience.
Ambiance.
That's customizing music right there.
Yeah. The screech of a Dremel.
I remember the first time I ever used that word in a sentence. I was in Korea talking about a Chinese restaurant that I went to. My wife was like, "Are you using that word right?" I was like, "Look, I'm just a poor farm boy from Mississippi, all right? Sounds right."
Where else in Mississippi were you from again?
The South, the Gulf Coast, all the way down there to the water.
Okay, yeah, because I remember we were talking about it last time because I was out of Pascagoula for a spell.
What word? Yeah. What word were we talking about?
Huh?
What word were
ambience?
You keep using that word. I don't think it means what you think it means.
Exactly what she told me. I was like, I know things.
Dang, I wonder what happened to DaGobi.
It seemed like his connection was flaking out.
Yeah. Because he was like, "I'll be right back." I thought maybe, but I know he was on his phone. Maybe his internet's wonky today.
See, when my boss says I'll be right back, it could be like 6 hours.
Shoot, that's better than my boss. My boss says I'll be right back. I don't hear from him for a week.
Depends what kind of boss you got. That could be a bad or good thing.
Yeah, like my last boss, he was excellent, man. I could call him at any time of the day, 7 days a week, and we'd hash everything out. My new boss, oh man, if I don't stay on him, he won't remember a damn thing. I'll be like, hey, are we still terminating this employee? I haven't even sent to HR. Never mind, I'll send it to HR.
My boss came in to work today on the weekend just to work with me because we've been having technical issues and did not say one word to me about working on this cape. While I'm down there. Didn't say one about anything. Yeah, but she follows me. My boss follows me on Instagram to look at all the stuff that I make. So,
That's cool.
yeah, she likes it.
Man, hey, Bucks Cannons. Welcome, welcome.
They're starting to peter in.
Yep. We put the music on so it gets set the mood.
Oh, yeah.
Ambiance.
It's the word of the day. We're going to dump slime on you every time we hear it.
Nickelodeon style.
Yeah, well, you got it.
It's time for a network. Come on.
Do you want this thing wired throughout or just at the sides?
What else? Oh. Maybe on the sides and the bottom. If it's going to be, we're attaching it to the body, so I don't think it needs it at the top, does it?
Well, it has to have it at the top because of the floof in the collar.
Oh, got you. So I guess all around then.
All right.
I just exploded a bottle of paint, so I was cleaning up. Damn.
Hello?
Click clack.
Who's that?
DaGobi.
Oh.
It sounds like he's
Goodbye.
Got a hold of some Caribbean Drano.
Oh, it is.
You're not supposed to drink it.
Yeah.
How about you have Pop Rocks?
It ain't Hawaiian Punch just because it got Caribbean on there.
I had an issue similar to that the other day, too. Like one of my good bottles. As I was mentioned before, I love Tester's paint, but their bottles suck. I got one of my last bottles of semi-gloss with black. Every time I close that thing up, the lid gets stuck. And I was I turned it. I was heating up a blow dryer and something knocked it over. And once it's softened up enough, it started pouring paint all over the countertop. It's like,
yeah,
I didn't care about cleaning it up. It's like, no, my good paint.
This is real bad about.
I bought these pliers specifically to open Tester paint cans.
Yeah, I got a pair just like that sitting here.
Specifically.
When I say, I was gonna say they were like them, but well,
To me, it's about that bad too.
Oh no.
No, Tamiya is fat and big, and you can get your hand around it. You can put some ungodly amount of torque on a Tamiya.
I'm talking about getting stuck.
Testers get so stuck, you can break the bottle in half. Try to open it.
God dang! You ever tried running warm water?
Warm water? What do you think we are, customizers?
Hey, look, man.
There they are. So I got almost the same pair.
Not everything has to be solved with a Gorilla Grip, okay?
They get so stuck sometimes. The heat don't do anything.
That's crazy.
The inside, the jars crowed too.
Yeah, they rust.
Quote my boy Sonic the Hedgehog, that's no good.
O-ring time.
Yep. Oh, I need to move that because it messes the white balance of the camera.
I can't. I will have to get off at a decent time because I got to take my daughter to school in the morning.
Being a responsible adult? What?
Yeah, father, adult. You know, we do that.
So you haven't you got a year? You finally hit that bracket where you're responsible.
Yeah. Well, normally my son takes her in the like we alternate days, but he's been really busy. So every now and again, I'll catch her on Monday.
I'm going to wash everything that I got laying out here to work on painting here in a minute because that resin's went everywhere.
So, Jared, I'm debating on whether I want to give my Quasar like actual eyes or the glowing yellow eyes.
You're going to do the glow.
Sounds like a personal preference.
Yeah, we can't make that decision for you.
No, okay. In your opinion, which one do you think would look better?
Yellow. I'm a big glowy eye fan.
Yeah, me too.
If you're going to do glowy eye, well, get your what you call it? Icarus.
Your Icarus? Oh yeah.
The head, yeah, just pop it right on there.
Yeah, I guess I can go by the game so I can grab one. I'll just do that then.
All right. Hey.
It was red paint. Now I look like a murder victim. The way it exploded made a horizontal spray and went right across my stomach and hit both forearms.
Oh man, I've never had one that bad before.
Better get you some,
Don, I think you need to help that one out. Investigate that.
better get some goddamn water down super clean on that.
It was the butler.
It was a butler.
Take a bath in Windsor Newton.
Yeah, for real on that. Yeah, you might have to, buddy. There is no Dana, only Zoom.
Man, I hate that happened, dude. That's a heck of a cleanup.
Yeah, and then you feel like you waste all that paint.
Hopefully it wasn't a tester's bottle.
You know, guys, I know we joke around a lot on this channel, but I think we need to talk about some serious issues going on right now in the world.
As long as it's collector driven?
Like Hasbro's quality control.
Well, that's okay. You had me worried there for a second. It's like,
yeah,
boot to go before the street.
I was like, let's not get politics involved here.
Yeah.
No, we get political. Like I said, politics aren't important. This is important.
It was red paint. Now it looked like a bit.
No, it was acrylic.
Okay, so if you catch it early enough, you can wash that stuff off.
Yeah.
That's good to know.
So what's your QC issue thing?
Oh man, you daggone mind benders, man. And he's like, what was it? People are getting the Galactus, and that one Herald's coming with two left legs or two left thighs, and
Oh, and that one guy only got one energy effect.
yeah, like what's going on with this mess, man?
They all came with only one energy effect.
Only one energy effect
with for Silver Surfer.
That's dumb.
Yep, all the solicitation pictures like for the campaign had two.
That's ridiculous, man. Why would you do that to people? And these mind benders is what's getting me, man.
With because I know the paint from the dye from the cape has been getting on the arms and stuff, but
yeah, I haven't even opened my mind bender yet. So
here you go. All your pinless joint figures, you need to check them out.
Oh yeah.
Oh, the seized or the one that's just
Fused.
No, there is no joint.
Yeah, it's fused. That's 100%.
They left when they they're supposed to put the hard elbow or knee into the mold before they inject the plastic for the bicep and the forearm. So there's a divot in there for the shape of that joint. So when they inject it, it just injects one solid piece. This is one solid piece. There is no stuck. This is what it is.
If you're into vanilla posing, I guess that's okay. But you want to flat tip.
You can see like the injection seam lines through here, like for it goes from the bicep down to across the elbow onto the forearm. So it's all one injected piece.
Bring back the pins.
And that's been happening a lot with the pinless figures.
Yeah, I know, right? Bring back pins.
Steven, he said that his spinneret.
Well, I like it. They can go back to using pins, man. A safer bet.
Yeah.
Plus,
kind of hard.
There's always going to be growing pains, right? Like any new thing, it's going to be bumpy road for a little while until they get really good at it. Except for this windowless packaging, they seem to not have any problems with that shit.
Yeah, they do. It's called freaking. It's the dumbest thing ever.
Yeah, but they not having a problem with that.
Well, they don't have a problem with it because it's saving them money.
Across the board.
Yep.
Well, the bad part is
if anybody believes they did that for environmental reasons, I got a bridge in Brooklyn, I'll tell you.
I got some swampland in Nevada, so.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, man, I'm not used to it.
Making a custom MVC Jill Valentine. What would be good for her giant shoulder pads?
Yeah, wait, which MVC?
It just says MVC. Doesn't specify which MVC.
Marvel vs. Capcom.
Well, because in Marvel vs. Capcom 3, she's in there. The suit when Wesker Brain controlled her.
Well, I don't know the look, so.
Now MVC.
I'd have a hard time. I'd have to look up the character design.
MVC 2, she's got them big ass like military style shoulder pads. You know, like Warpath has.
So maybe that's what he's talking about because he said shoulder pads, the giant shoulder pads.
So in MVC 1 and 2, she's got them big freaking shoulder pads like Warpath. So any character that would go on a female body that has shoulder pads of that size.
Well, you can adapt shoulder pads from any figure to go on anything.
Says B not big. MVC 2.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, like Jared said, you can grab them off any character, really.
I've used Robotech joints to install shoulder pads before.
Which ones?
Robotech joints to install shoulder pads, the pauldrons and stuff.
Yeah, you could. Yeah.
That where they're hinged. I'm looking up the character real quick.
Yeah, you'll see what I'm talking about, Jared. They said she's got some freaking football shoulder pads.
Yep. She's got some big pads.
Yeah, they're huge.
Yeah. Damn. Probably pull it off a certain figure, but then you're gonna have to trim them down.
Yeah, but I'm trying to figure. I can't think of what figure to yank them off of.
Yeah. I tried looking through Black Series Star Wars, but no luck.
Wait a minute. Yeah, the Death Trooper, maybe, right?
I don't know.
Death Troopers.
I'd definitely say Death Troopers.
I don't know. You might be best off trying put some. If you have any like sculpting material, put some like saran wrap over top of a figure and try to sculpt them out because they look pretty simple, basic shapes.
Well, like the Jean Grey pads, but I mean Jean Grey's too goddamn expensive for you.
That or maybe do some neoprene sheeting. I don't know.
Now you could do that too. Now, they could do that. They could do.
I thought of something. I'm gonna put you on full screen. I'm gonna grab something.
That's right, Don. It's the Don show now. He's not even paying attention to us with this.
No, he's talking to somebody.
Oh, sorry, I have a mission to conduct in the morning, and we just scheduling the time frame. Look, I have a guy with a suit. Look. I have a Hulk guy with a kind of this stuff.
Kind of.
Hey, don't forget to pick up the phone.
Is that your wife beater?
It's not my wife beater. It is the Hulk's wife beater, and he is damn sexy in his wife beater.
Why's the Hulk beating wives?
And look, here's the Crew Maru guy, that one of the first outfits I ever made, with a armor vest from GeekFusionTV.
Is that the flex vest?
Yeah, it's him flex vest he was selling. I made him a few things, and he sent me a few things. Here's a crappy Superman.
All right, man. There's no such thing as a crappy Superman.
You like
Okay,
Superman?
I lied. The thing looks horrendous.
Is he here for the truth, justice, and all that stuff?
Hey, did you hear people getting mad because he said he's back to being Truth, Justice, the American Way?
And okay, well, look, that's all I got. Look, here's a stormtrooper that I primed up and didn't finish painting. So he's got a snazzy headband.
Yeah.
Don, I'm disappointed in you. I thought you'd have done more by now.
Okay, well, look, here's the Hulk's other set of clothing, but I didn't make the shirt. I'm working on Thor cape. Whew. Thank God he's back.
This may work.
Yeah, that might be a good.
Yeah, you're right. That would work. You can use those, and that thing's cheap.
Yep. And it got the big shoulder pads. You just about work with what you got. With it even comes around the back, wraps around them. Might be a good use for one of these figures.
I'm always working with what I got. Cheat and use glue. Don't watch, guys.
Hello, sir.
Hey, how's it going?
Doing all right. How you been?
I finally invested in a box of O-rings.
Good deal. There. I'm getting ready to install one in this insert.
Ha! I'm not the young one anymore. Yeah. The kid has entered.
So now, my Domino now has her arms a bit much. They're holding up well. After I put the O-rings on, they're a bit too big to put back in the socket. So I ended up having to sand them down so they'll even fit.
Pads ain't removable, right? They're part of the sculpt.
No, these are actually a separate piece. I actually I had to severely modify another torso, but I actually used this on a Scarlet Witch torso.
Oh, okay.
But I had like cut down a lot, and then I actually had to use these arms. I had put O-rings, but if you're going to use different arms, which looks like you don't need to use these arms for
Valentine.
But you should be able to make this work.
I'll agree.
Those are removable.
It is glued on, but it's a separate piece.
Okay.
So you can use some heat and be careful
Make it
about
work.
off and
bend it to your will.
That might suit your needs just fine there.
I'm doing my part.
Though her arms are still a little bit loose. Is there a way I can fix that without popping the sockets off?
Kiki.
Yeah, I was gonna say Kiki.
Kiki would probably work.
Kiki?
You can get some Kiki joint fix.
Is that permanent?
It'll be on there for a
I
while.
mean, what is permanent on these figures? I mean, nothing lasts forever on these things.
Unless you're going to be playing with it all the time. I mean, it should be fine.
My love will last forever, Don.
Well, you won't last forever.
And,
I'm a Highlander, man. I don't know what you're talking about.
and you can put an O-ring in my Joe Valentine head.
Mm-hmm.
Which again, I had to sand down in order for the socket to fit.
You can also put O-rings at the base of the mushroom on the shoulders too. If you glue them in place, I had to do it with one of the boots on my merged Sentry was really loose.
Base
So
of the mushroom right here.
We're at the no on the base of the shoulders. Like you said, the shoulders are loose.
Oh,
and I can show you.
Yeah,
I glued an O-ring at the base of the mushroom peg to take up the gap.
Mm-hmm.
Can you see it there?
Oh, I didn't put it at the base. I just put it on the mushroom, and glued it in there.
This will take up like some of the gap too, and put pressure on it and hold it tighter. That's what I was running into with the boots, where they was loose and they was like free spinning. So I put that that O-ring on the top of that mushroom at the base there. That took that gap up and it tightened the leg up. And
so you think I should just pop the arms off again and then put like another O-ring?
You got one on there now, right?
Yeah.
Just use the Kiki's.
Well, Kiki's hard to get too, though.
Yeah, because I don't know. Like we were talking about that earlier. Because you can only find it on eBay, but I'm not sure if that's a reputable source to purchase.
Well, I mean, they got that knockoff Kiki's now.
That's what it may be.
You can go to D-Star Toys, I think is the name of the place, and he sells his own version of it. I think it's more expensive because he uses like actual grime, like not baking soda, but like some very fine sand for his.
It comes in that little black tube thing, right?
I'll have to check his out because I was looking at buying some Kiki, but I don't know. I'm thinking I might get some KO Kiki.
And I finally got something else in the mail too.
What was that?
A new Doctor Strange cape.
Oh, nice.
Hey, who made it?
Huh?
Who made it?
112 props.
Oh, I don't think I've gotten anything from him.
They're based in not India.
Yeah, I think
Indonesia. And the one thing I don't really like is that this string right here is loose to where it feels like the cape is gonna pop off sometimes.
Yeah.
Use magnets.
Oh, Jared, would you guys want some Collector Express shirts made?
You mean like it's in the description of the video?
No, fool. I'm talking like I got a buddy that's doing some. She owns a shirt making business and would put like whatever character you want on your shirt as well. I'm talking just for us.
That makes them a Collector Express family shirts.
Yeah.
Oh no!
Like she could do that. She could put them on. She could put that picture on it.
Family.
Kiki is like it's almost kind of like
it's like a Elmer's wood glue kind of adhesive that's vaguely permanent that water don't typically wash off, but it has a grime or a grit in it. A lot of people use baking soda, as I said earlier. Some people use like some fine ground sand to add just a little bit of grit, which adds the space to the joint to tighten it up.
Yeah, it fills it in. And sir, it's called silica. Thank you very much. Not just crime.
Another thing I got with the cape is the Eye of Agamotto, the Eye of Agamotto with the magnet. So I finally drill the hole for the magnet.
There you go.
Don't get no swelled head, Don, because you solved a murder.
Man, that was. Wait, is there a year on that?
You ain't got you got a swell check.
Daddy can't do nothing with.
You're just jealous you ain't got a big giant novelty check.
Hey,
That was like 2012. I think.
Don't tell my secrets, man.
2012, 2013, somewhere in there, a long time ago.
I'm still proud of you, brother.
I made a lot of friends with that case.
Okay, we got that.
People I still talk to today.
Oh, wow.
Perfect. Got the head to fit just fine. Got good movement.
But what body is that?
That is combination 2 McFarlane Jokers. I got the criminal up top. I got the Mortal Kombat down below, and I got Groot, the Build-A-Figure Groot hands.
Huh.
I am Groot.
To make the Mortal Kombat lower legs work with the underneath the jacket, you got to cut the belt loop section off of the pants, and also trim some off the legs too. That way, I can actually get more thigh swivel.
What time is it? Hey guys, it sounds like the baby's not asleep. And my wife has not got any rest. Let me call it a night, a little early. I hate to wrong, but she has not had rest like all weekend. They've had on a 13-day room. And I can hear her trying to get him to rest. If I can get him to sleep in a decent time, I'll hop back on. If not, you guys have a great night, all right?
Have a good
Good night. Good luck.
Later.
I appreciate it, man. I'm about to go to war here.
Sam's in the house. Hey, Sam. I need to trace the diameter of one of these.
I want to end up drilling another hole into my Doctor Strange figure.
Diameter, you say?
Huh?
Circumference?
For the cape.
What? Wait, what?
You drill another hole?
I was picking on Rife.
Oh.
You drill another hole in the figure?
I don't want to, but
yeah.
But I want that cape to sit kind of snug around the neck.
Yeah.
Maybe I could find some threads to tie the thread that's already on there.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think?
Let me see.
Hold on.
Now we can go back to the 4 panel now at the. Hey, look at saying, how's it going, people? I'm doing pretty good.
I removed the
Glad to be home.
accessories and stuff.
Accessories.
Yeah, get a better look at it.
Surprised Gary didn't jump on today, or did you guys wear him out yesterday?
Oh, well, it's probably 3 a.m. for Gary right now.
Gary said he don't sleep too well, and so figured he might have jumped on.
Hey, can you show me that, Rife? Roll that up for me. My eyeballs ain't as good as they used to be. It looks. When you say you want it to sit tighter on his neck, it looks like. Do you just want it to be like
to where it's not constantly just moving up?
Hey, Jared, could you blow it up so Don can see it better?
Yeah, I'll do that, and I'll mute myself for a second while I can hit the drill a little harder.
Right.
If my camera will focus.
There you go.
Oh, okay. I see what you did there. Do you have a hot glue gun?
No, I don't. I also want to be able to take the cape off.
Well, I mean, you'd have to pull it off, but the hot glue is not permanent in any way, shape, form, or fashion. But it would also facilitate that, and you wouldn't have to have that string in the center, and it would hold the cape exactly where you wanted it to be. It would stand up to a lot of punishment, like bending wires and stuff. But if you gave it a tug, it would just pull off of the figure. Hot glue is not it's not a permanent glue any stretch of the imagination.
So what? Just think.
Yeah, if it was me, I would just glue it down with hot glue.
Like,
not super glue, not
hot glue,
not fabric fusion. If you could get like a good craft bond glue, something that's non-permanent, that might work, but it's not going to have it's not going to be able to stand up to the wire posing.
Like I think I'm gonna get another Dark Strange figure anyway. So I could probably just have this one glue the cape on.
Yeah, I would. I mean, you can get a hot glue gun for like $5, and
yeah,
it's this little rinky-dink thing like I got right home.
Yep.
And it comes with its glue, and like I said, it's good and it works, but it's not permanent. So if you change your mind, you can just warm it up a little bit and take it off with no fuss, or you can just pull it off.
So just kind of add a little bit of hot glue right there.
Yeah, like don't put like a dab. Like the Superman right here, you'd put like a strip of it. So when you put that cape on, you're going to want to like trace the outline of the cape and then put a dot in the middle. Push it on there, hold it on there, let it get cold, and then do the other side.
So you're not talking like on the back, you're talking about like on the side.
Like right in the front, right where you want it to hit the figure.
Okay.
Now is the lining of that cape, what is it? Does it feel like it's plastic or vinyl, or does it feel like it's fabric?
Fabric.
Is it like a bias tape? Is it like folded and sewn to the top of it, or is it integrated in some way?
I don't even know what you're talking about.
So bias tape is just folded and then folded again so that you have the finished edge, and then you just sit it on top of the fabric.
Oh,
and then you sew it to it.
It's sewn. The wire's sewn in.
Let me see the bottom of it. Oh yeah. You see, yeah, you're fine. That's just the fabric of the cape. You'll be all right. Yeah.
Another question. I don't know what kind of wire they put in here, but as thin as it is, I'm afraid that it's gonna be a bit too easily to wear off. Like it'll snap. Is this what I'm gonna have to worry about?
How often do you adjust the wire on your capes?
This is the first cape I got.
The wire will break if you strain it enough. Like where's that piece in it?
Do you pose it around a whole lot or no?
No, I just kind of just trying to find the right pose I want. Then put on the
you see, you got the wire right that goes in your cape.
Mm-hmm.
As long as you bend it, you'll be fine. But if you bend it hard and get it all the way like a sharp edge on it, it's too much for the wire and it'll break the more you use it.
It's going to cause a stress point in it, right?
Yeah, it'll weaken the strength of the wire. But as long as you don't do too sharp of a bend in the cape,
it's not gonna
you'll
break.
be all right. It can stand up to some sharp bending, but predominantly about 5 or 6 sharp bends and it's broke. It can't stand up to it. It's too thin.
The guy also included a sash to put on him, and it has the same bending wire.
Yeah, just don't kink the wire, the cape, like sharp point. I think
no sharp points. It's ultimately just a piece of copper wire. We like copper because it doesn't break. Like aluminum or steel wire it can't stand up to the bending back and forth. Copper wire does pretty good, and like I said, as long as you can keep from doing a hard bend, a hard crease in the wire, you'll be all right.
Okay, because this is the first cape I got, and as soon as I got it, I immediately put it on the Doctor Strange. I was like, that is way better than that clunky cape that Hasbro gave us.
With traffic cone.
Well, the kit they gave us was like very top heavy. Or back heavy.
Yeah, all them vinyl capes are. I am absolutely team no plastic capes.
Once you go soft goods cape, you don't go back.
Ain't that the truth? I just learned that the new Ghost Rider figure, the retro one, is being shipped to my house now. Can't wait for that. I just need to get a bike for it. And since I don't have
the Punisher bike works well. I think the Black Widow, Rife was saying the Black Widow bike's not terrible.
The Black Widow is just a style bike. It's more like what you call a crotch rocket.
Yep.
What kind of bike would you think the Ghost Rider would ride?
That's Dan Ketch. I mean, not Dan Ketch. Johnny Blaze. Johnny Blaze drove a chopper.
Yeah, like your atypical Harley. When you think Harley, that's pretty much it.
Yeah, the Rider Series Punisher's bike felt perfect. But that's getting harder to come by. You can get the Wolverine, comes the same bike, but it's blue and silver. So it's don't really.
Yeah, I was looking at these bikes right here.
Now the 1/12 scale regular bikes though are small, so you'd have to run in that issue if you try to use a regular bike, like a 1/12 scale bike.
Yeah.
And that Ghost Rider is a tall figure.
So I can't use these bikes. So I would have to like look on eBay for.
Oh, I got you. Yeah, those are
bicycle.
Those are true 1/12 scale, so they're going to be small.
Yep, they ain't gonna work.
They'll work with that new 3-0 Bloodshot.
He was tonight, man. He was a lion.
Man, I canceled my order once I saw Robo's
Really?
that thing. It is tiny. It's true 1/12 scale. It's like, and their Iron Mans are like 8 inches tall.
Yeah, what the hell is that, man? I was looking for. I was gonna buy at least 2 of those Iron Mans, but I just couldn't bring myself to do it with them being as tall as they are. They just don't fit in.
Yeah, and I was all in for Valiant figures if they looked good, but damn, they're giants.
And Hasbro stuff is getting expensive.
Well, those figures are like $70. What was it, $69.99 or something like that? So they weren't going to be cheap, but damn.
Like here's one right here.
Now that one's the one we're talking about, the Punisher's bike.
Yeah.
That's perfect. What's he going for right now on that? 65. So it's $15 more than when it came out. So
yeah.
that would match up with their current pricing right now.
But then at that point, I would have a Punisher without. I wouldn't even have a Punisher without a bike.
You probably wouldn't have problems getting rid of that Punisher, though.
Yeah, that's a desirable figure.
Yeah, but I don't have a Punisher either, so.
I don't know. Punisher to me doesn't really have a bike. He has a van.
Yep.
Yeah.
He lives in a van down by the river.
Unless you're Dolph Lundgren Punisher and you're in the tunnels of New York and the underground and the sewers on a bike.
Yeah, it's hard to believe they got 3 Punisher movies out in the bell, huh?
Yeah, because it's Dolph Lundgren has one, Thomas Jane has one, and then that other guy, Warzones.
Ray Stevenson.
Yep.
Which is hilarious.
The best
hilarious when I say Ray Stevenson, I keep thinking of the comedy singer.
Oh.
Grandma got ran over by a reindeer.
Yeah, I think I prefer Warzones over all the other ones.
I like Warzone. That's one of my favorites.
He's saying about the Mississippi squirrel, right?
Yeah, I think so.
I think my favorite scene in Warzones is when that guy sat in the chair and he blew his face off and the cop got pissed at him.
Well, there's the bottom piece. I think it's right now.
Ray Stevenson actually took this role real serious too. He actually went through like special forces training, and learned how to take clear rooms properly.
That's good when they immerse themselves in the role and they actually learn the right way to do stuff.
Yeah.
The coolest I ever felt in my life was when I was learning how to clear rooms and stuff.
Yeah, I remember those days in Blackwater.
We were in a gym clearing a racquetball court, but it felt cool.
Yeah. It was fun clearing rooms until we had to go up against the instructors and they just annihilated us.
Fortunately, we didn't do anything like that.
Buster Can said the day the squirrel went berserk. Do you guys think Marvel Legends is more 112 scale or 110 scale? It's in between. It's really kind of like a 111 scale.
I think it all depends on what figure you're getting.
Just on an average, it'd be like 111.
Yeah.
I also got that new Vulcan figure.
The Vulcans are nice.
New?
Just check your joints. I had with Vulcan had the same issue with like when your spinnerets or the seized arm.
Though I'm not sure if that figure would be good for a Rev custom. Because Rev is more of a skinnier character, and Vulcan is.
I have no idea who Rev is.
Well, that's my character.
Oh.
Character off your comic.
Yeah, my own comic, but it's not ready for. It's not ready yet. Here, I'll show you the page I'm working on right now. Right now, I'm just in the inking stage.
Trying to get the seat in a little deeper. With a smaller size, it's kind of having an issue getting it to go in.
But yeah, this is the character I was talking about.
We see a car.
Oh, I'm also sharing something.
Oh. Okay. Oh yeah, I think we talked about that before.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, if you can get a hold of one of those, the classic Star-Lord, it's a Walmart exclusive when it comes out. If you can get it for like retail instead of the crazy prices they're asking for now, that would probably be your best bet. It's already blue and yellow.
Yeah. But is that the same Vulcan body?
Yep.
I thought they would scale that down for Star-Lord or something.
Nope. Hasbro will use a body even if it's inappropriate for the character.
Hell yeah, they will.
Because I see this as more of a Spider-Man body.
Spider-Man would be good
Box
for it.
cannons. Box of cannons likes your drawing, Steven.
Thank you. And it won't be ready for not for a while.
Not ready for prime time.
No, not ready for prime time yet. But when he's ready to be viewed by the world, I'll let you know. I'm doing the best I can, trying to pull out all the stops for him, for that character.
It's getting there.
All right, well, I gotta go. I got work in the morning.
Have a good one.
Good night.
All right.
Good one, Steven.
Thanks for letting me on.
Yeah. That's not, of course, the line I'll use. This may not even work. It may not be transparent enough.
Oops.
This may all be moot for nothing. If that happens, I'll just go with plan A and go with the bigger head.
It's trial and error.
That's what customizing is. Try something. If it don't work, try again.
Yep. sitting here with Windsor Newton again, taking off the last of the camo off of these roadblocks.
Just don't drink it this time.
Nope, not this time.
Alrighty.
Gotta give me more of those Q-tips with the precision tip type. These fat ones I don't like using as much as those.
Yeah.
But every time I go to Walgreens or anywhere they don't have them, I gotta order them off of Amazon.
Let's go ahead and get the green light hooked up.
Ooh.
Uh,
It's like getting all this paint off of these damn little cracks and crevices, pain in the butt.
Do I plan on doing a top 10? 2022.
Man,
Top 10 figures.
Yeah. Top. I can do. I like top customs is a good idea too.
Yep. Your top 10 customs for 2020.
Mm-hmm.
Oh wait, you got 10 in. You got 10 in this year?
I probably do. I've knocked out a few of them here recently.
Yep. And we still got a few. 3 weeks. We got what the Merch Century.
Yeah, he's about done.
Yep. And then who else is there you working on? Oh, the Pumpkin, Lord Pumpkin.
Yep. I should be able to finish up Lord Pumpkin for too long too.
maybe. Come on.
So you finally get the tampograph off of Gung Ho's chest?
Yeah, it took a second round of it. I didn't want to do it too long, or
Yeah. Start eating the plastic.
Yep.
Yeah, I had that problem with only one of them. And I was
okay. I got to turn my light out. This turned out better than I expected.
It looks sweet.
I like the big screen on. Okay, I'm happy with that. For top 10 action figures for 2022. So that's tough for me. I collect so much stuff because I collect like Marvel Legends and I collect high-end stuff too.
But just go with what you feel is best. I mean, it's your opinion anyway. It's not like you have.
Well, I know it's hard for me to make opinion because if I'm gonna make a top 10 like most best is best, it's gonna be all like expensive import stuff.
Maybe like top 10 domestic, top 10 import.
I think
will it be though?
This I am super happy with. That looks really good.
Did you have any of your Gung Ho's with the hat glued on?
No.
I got one of them. His damn hat, man, I don't know what kind of glue they use, but this thing is on there. I've tried heating it up and everything else, it won't come off. Not that I'm really worried about it because I'm not using the head for this. It's going to be one of the Reaver bodies. But I was like, what the hell? First, I thought I was going crazy, but it's literally, unless they fuse it to the head, I don't know how the hell they did it. It's on there good. It won't come off for nothing.
Okay, yeah, I'm happy with this.
Oh yeah, it's glued. I can finally see the glue now that I've been pulling on it. They glued the hell out of this hat.
Well, with one of my customs I did when I used the hat on a roadblock head, I glued the head on that figure because I have another one of those roadblock heads. I can just use that for the unhatted head.
Yeah. Oh man.
Now I need to clean my workstation off and get all this resin off of everything. Yeah, Galactus is this year.
Sure.
He's one of my top figures this year.
Yeah, you didn't have any major issues like left legs and all that other stuff, right?
Not that I know of. Well, damn it! Now I gotta go look at my Galactus. Let me be right back.
Well, I don't think it was Galactus had 2 left legs. It was some of the what you call it.
Oh, the figures that came with.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what a lot of people were, quite a few people were complaining that they had 2 left legs or 2 right legs or something like that.
Well, I did with my Hell Witch.
Yep.
Had 2 left legs.
That's what my ex-wife said about me on the dance floor.
Just need to channel your inner Kevin Bacon.
And she divorced me for not dancing. Weird.
Takes all kinds.
Yeah.
Damn. Oh.
Oh, spot. No, oh, thank you.
Resin off of me. Should have put all my stuff up. I needed the paint tonight up while I was doing the resin stuff. Hindsight's always 20/20.
Always.
I got. I haven't even opened it up yet, but I know it's going to be. I need to open it up and just take a look at it. I got the Mafex Nightfall Batman, Paul Valley in his armored suit.
Oh, I have that.
Just in the box alone, it looks phenomenal. But I need to open it up really to inspect it. And I think that would be on my list. I need to look at it quick too, because Customs Matthew's doing a show on the 21st. He invited other guests and customizers he's had on the channel this year, and we're going to do a top 5.
All right.
Now, I haven't even begun to.
When I moved into my new room, I have a white shelf in my room now. I go with all the black ones. But I did that, and all the toys I get for that year in January, I move them all to the black shelves, and I start over. So I have like the white shelf is just what I get throughout the year.
Bright white, as Robo says.
Yeah.
Oh, turn my light back. Turn my light back on. Galactus, I got the DXL, Hulkbuster, and Iron Man. Also got the Hot Toys in-game Captain America. Wow. And they're amazing. If we're talking regular Legends, Armadillo bath is amazing. It is. That is a nice bath. That's probably all the baths we had this year.
Gary did a good job utilizing that Armadillo.
Oh, yeah. I'll have to look and see what we talk about top 5s and or top 10s and stuff like that. Do we include baths as a separate category, or is it something different? Or
so the Iron Man with the modular armor, the Iron Man with the modular armor and the giant cannon, the Iron Man from the new comic book series, the Alex Ross armor, And let's see, one more. Oh, how about the 80th anniversary Iron Man? Can't forget about him.
Yeah. Even though he's not existed for 80 years. Well, the 20th anniversary of Legends.
Yeah, 20th.
Which uses some of the parts from the 80th anniversary. It's got a new torso, new head.
Is that the one with Charles Bronson head?
Yep.
It's called that the Death Wish armor.
I got resin powder everywhere.
I will call it what it is and call it by its definition of a prosthesis.
Oh.
All right, what do you think? I got the cape.
Ooh, I like it. Like it a lot.
Oh, it's cool as hell.
Here's the other cape. What do you think of my little gold tits?
I think it looks great, man. Dude, that looks awesome.
Yeah, I like it.
Box Can says someone likes Iron Man.
Yeah, I'm being facetious. I do. I love Iron Man, but for figures of the year, that Headless Horseman is absolutely in the top 10 for the year. It is a immaculately beautiful figure.
I kind of wish I got it now. So everybody's talking about how nice that thing is.
It is so nice. There's a little spin around on the guy. Look, it's not permanently attached, but it's attached fairly well.
Boxcan said, "What do you call those gold things?"
Tits.
Can you spell that for us?
Tits.
That's what I thought you said.
It's these things.
I got you.
Oh, those tits.
I don't know what they're called.
Iron Man is Marvel's Batman.
I don't know. I would say Moon Knight is closer to Batman.
Yeah.
Look, Moon Knight's got powers though. And they vary widely. Sometimes he can get beat up by a regular dude, and other times he's taking on Thor and winning.
Yeah.
Red Rock mallet.
I hate when they do that.
They retconned it that Uluru is now Moon Rock.
But to be fair, that was when Khonshu was running the show. You know, I put the Stormtrooper helmet on that guy. Okay, no, I can't. Never mind. 1025.
What the hell?
The what now? Got the.
All right, so if you like it, I will ship it to you.
I like it a lot. I won an auction for the teenage group the other day. It's in the mail to me, so I can get the hands for it. But I know the only thing
I'll send you the surprise thing, the Hulk, the Pumpkin, and black costume Spider-Man, right?
Cool.
You know, for me.
Yeah, I paint up the chest on the black costume. Well, not the chest, do the highlights in blue. Okay, I think I got everything cleaned back up. Oh, let's do these.
Oh shoot, we got a lot of time. Let's talking about minifigures. I mean, Iron Man.
Oh.
Remember when Iron Man was a high C-level character?
No, I remember when Iron Man was always an A++ character.
I was gonna say I don't think Iron Man's ever made C-listing.
Probably close to the time he made a C-list is when he was a teenager.
Oh yeah,
That's a dark day.
The Crossing, right?
That was the dark days of Iron Man.
I've seen Iron Man be the villain 3 times, like flat out, absolute villain of the story 3 times.
It's not a Phantom Stranger, but it kind of does look like Phantom Stranger's look. It's actually Lord Pumpkin, Mezco style Lord Pumpkin. I'm doing like a couple of them. I resculpted a jack-o'-lantern head to look like one of these. I was using one of the prints here as a basis and made a pretty decent looking Lord Pumpkin head out of a jack-o'-lantern. The jack-o'-lantern Spider-Man villain.
He's got a gold chain in between the 2 tits. But I don't have a gold chain, I don't think. All mine are silver and bronze.
I got some chains. I don't know if I got any that small. I may have something like that.
I could braid you with some yellow string. Hey, you know what?
The yellow string braiding, if you braiding it, probably will look more natural instead of trying to use a chain.
I don't know if I could use this.
Yeah, that is exactly with the goat pips. That is Mezco style Lord Pumpkin. I'm doing a couple of them. I'm doing one of this one. I'm doing one of soft goods. This is more 7-inch scale. He's making my Marvel Legends scale one for me. So
it puts the lotion on its skin. Because I don't want to get the hose again.
I was talking about how many figures they made of Iron Man and Batman.
How many figures have I made of Iron Man? 1.
No, I think he was talking about how many figures they just made, like from the figure lines. Let's see. That's what.
You'd be surprised as to how few it is. Because you feel like you're inundated with it. I felt like I was inundated, but when I went back and counted, it was like Captain America.
Yeah, certain figures you get inundated with them all the damn time. Spider-Man's a big one, man. I wonder. I think he probably has more figures in the Legends than anybody else. Wolverine probably pulling a close second because I mean, Jesus Christ. I mean, I love Wolverine, but man, I'm kind of getting burnt out on the figs. It's like,
well, that's why I'm not buying the yellow and blue suits X-Men.
Well, that one I don't mind too much because it's different than what they had put out. I mean, they put it out in Toy Biz days, but that figure was terrible and the head sculpts were atrocious.
That's actually early days of Hasbro.
Yep. Oh, it was Hasbro. Okay.
Yeah. The Dark Days, what they call it.
Yeah, because that was a 2-pack Forge and Wolverine, but Forge wasn't too bad, but man, Wolverine was terrible.
Oh yeah. I
mean, there's so many other characters. I mean, so many other versions of Wolverine they can come up with, like when he was, feral Wolverine. They could go on with if they could actually manage to pull off the sculpting. But when he was, what do you call it? Horseman of the Apocalypse. There's all kinds of stuff you can do where they just keep going with the same stuff. It's repainting.
Without the ego, I think Tony would be Marvel's Batman. Reading the comments here. Nico said that. Sam, remember when Iron Man was C level character. LOL. It's talking about how many figures they made of Iron Man and Batman. Yes, I agree.
There are more Batman figures on the market right now than I've ever seen in my life.
Oh yeah.
Oh
Todd loves his Batman.
yeah, he does.
Wolverine is
Unfortunately, there's like 2 good ones.
Yeah, Wolverine, he's gotten quite a few.
It's called a cloak brooch, or you can keep them calling them that, but it seems really high for those. Let's see. I think it's like part of the character design he was working off of, but from the old drawing of getting good clear pictures of Lord Pumpkin's kind of hard. He does have an outfit too. He wore like a ringmaster style outfit and a top hat.
Yeah, I did. I saw that. I thought it was pretty neat, but
yeah,
man, I don't know if I can make that.
Which, when Big Head Studios hooked me up with these new head castings, they sent me a top hat.
Oh, nice.
Oh, sweet.
No, we put the lotion on for family.
Oh no.
Put the lotion on.
Family.
I don't know what that means, but it's there.
I don't know. I heard lotion. I was thinking, what's it called from Silence of the Lamb is Buffalo Bill.
Yeah, Buffalo Bill. That's what I was referencing.
Spider-Man for this year, I guess, like for so many figures made.
Yeah. They got a whole plethora of figures that they could bring out, and they just keep repainting, reissuing.
Yes, sir.
It's the name of the game.
It's Hasbro's way. What the hell is that on the back of his body?
It would be interesting to find out which character have the most toys made like that of them, like a top 10. That'd be a lot of research to do to try to figure out that. Like it's like overall, like over or through one year period, it'll be or 5-year period. You could easily research, but if we're talking about in general,
all time,
that would be like an insane little amount of research you would have to do.
You know, if I had to say, I would say it would be like either Spider-Man or Superman.
Yes. Old Batman in the 60s was like very prolific. Like people really resonated with him.
Let's see. And trying to find out what characters have the most on it. I don't know, like Glenn were around still. He did that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, the histories of.
Yeah, I mean, because like he'd make like 2-3 parts, and man, he just. I miss Glenn.
Yeah, I do too. I have a little. I don't want to say shrine, but a little shrine to him in my room. I bought him a toy and sent it to him. It was the old ugly ass Daredevil,
Yeah.
Walgreens exclusive. He asked if because they don't have Walgreens there. I was like, man, they got like $2 at my Walgreens. I'll send you one. It cost me 3 times as much to send it to him as it did to buy it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, sending overseas is, man.
What's crazy though, when I was talking to Gary last night, it costs less. I shipped that Hulk head to him. It was cheaper than shipping to Canada.
Yeah, I remember you saying that yesterday on the stream. I was like, what the hell?
Well,
That's
they like
insane.
the price to ship it. It's like, really?
Yeah, but when he passed away, I bought another one, and I just have it in its own card on my wall in my room.
That's cool.
Yeah, I still go back and watch this stuff all the damn time.
Yeah, it kind of freaked everybody out. So like people thought it wasn't true when where he has stuff.
He had 2 more videos post afterwards.
Yeah.
Yep. And then his partner came on, and I was like, yep, it actually happened. Because I know Shartimus was even talking about it. Said he had talked to him a couple of days before.
Did he ever say what happened to him, or?
Yeah,
woke up
his
dead.
partner said what it was, but I can't remember what it actually, the medical, I had never even heard of it before. I mean, because the video is still up. He explains, what he had when he passed away from.
Yeah. I know I have severe sleep apnea. I use a CPAP to sleep, but I stop breathing in my sleep.
Eesh. Yeah, I went back and watched his. I think one of my favorite videos, especially because Glenn always had that crazy sense of humor, was when he was reviewing the Strife figure, and he's sitting there staring at his hand, the open hand. He's like, I know how it is, Strife. I once did acid too.
Yeah, he was very kind, very good.
Yeah.
He's the one that actually.
The reason I liked him so much is the same reason I like Craftsman so much.
There's not a whole lot you can say bad about Glenn and or the Craftsman. They're just genuinely just cool, good people.
Yep. Yes,
he was
sir.
actually I think Glenn Webb was the first person I ever saw that when I first started checking out videos on customizing. It was Glenn Webb, so he's kind of the one that got me into it.
He's the one that made me brave enough to try.
I always liked his feet on the ground with the legs spread out.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, the one that's called the Glenn Webb now.
Yep.
It's as far apart as you can do a split with both the feet still flat on the ground.
I don't know. He just cracked me up, just the way he described stuff, because he'd always throw a little bit of comedy in there and make you laugh. The bad thing too is it's every time a new legend comes out, the first thing I think is oh man, Glenn would love this shit.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I find myself thinking that to see something, I'd be like, oh, Webb would have loved that thing. That cell-shaded Spider-Man.
Yep.
He loved that.
Oh, it was because there was a lot of stuff that was coming out, and he was raving on certain things, and then all of a sudden they bring out a better version or a better repaint, or now with the whole retooling and everything else. I mean, he would have been going ape over a lot of this stuff that's coming out now.
Oh, I seen. Remember on that dude made that list of his favorite YouTubers things. And people make
list.
And he had Glenn on the top of the list. Somebody was making fun of it, a small YouTube channel, and they're claiming to be toy guys, and they didn't know who Glenn was. I was like, yeah, that's why you got 200 subscribers or whatever.
How the hell don't you know who Glenn Webb is? I mean, jeez. Mm-hmm. Anybody that's in the community knows who the hell Glenn Webb is.
Yeah.
I remember after he passed away, you just mention his name and get 500, 600, 700 comments, people in memorial.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. That's just the impact he had on everybody,
Mm-hmm. Such a positive influence in the community.
Yep.
If they had their way with what happened with the SEC finding YouTube, it almost would have killed toy YouTubers.
Oh yeah.
Everybody was panicking.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they were. Oh my god! And you still see those. This channel is not for children.
Oh yeah.
Well, YouTube lied, and they're going to try to throw there's no way we can track that analytics.
Wow.
They said if you get caught like marketing your stuff toward kids, and we'll throw you under the bus type thing. It's like, well, you're the one tracking it.
Let me tell you about how they say they can't track something when I can talk about couscous for my dog and then get ads for that shit.
Oh yeah.
Well, look what Super Clean. Like they were. I didn't even tag them or anything in that video. I was like, how to remove paint, and they contact their media department contacted me.
Yep.
I was like, it's cool of them. It's like, it's good to use remove acrylic paint, especially metallics. It eats metallics way fast.
I need something like this.
Man, why is that coming off?
Okay.
All right. And
Glenn Webb, I'll have to look him up. Yeah, he was like one of like the early toy YouTuber guys. He was really good. He did customizing, really fun reviews. He did like informative videos too, and he'd make them fun.
yeah, you should absolutely treat yourself.
Sadly, same as like in the customizing until after he passed. His videos are amazing. Yeah. Box Cans, he's new to all this. Yeah, he's definitely worth checking out.
Yep.
Nico.
Yeah, like a lot of people, I know like some of my friends, and they're not really into customizing their figures and stuff, but then they'll come over and they'll see my collection and stuff, and some of the stuff that, working on, and then I'll show them some of your videos, and I was like, oh, and they're like, well, I saw this person. It's like, well, go watch Glenn Webb. It's like, I guess that for me, it's my way of introducing them into the actual thing.
Yeah.
Like if you really want to get back to the original, I guess when you call an OG, it'd be Glenn Webb. One of the originals.
Last week's 3 POA podcast. At the end, they had like a little link to like a poll somebody put up, like your favorite YouTuber type thing, favorite toy and stuff.
Yep.
And they had like favorite customizer, and some of the people on that list are not even customizers, and I was nowhere near on that. And they were smaller following than I do. So.
It's a clicky thing.
Oh yeah. But it wasn't their list. That somebody else had put them on the list or something.
Yeah, that Etrigan that I tagged you in.
Oh yeah.
There was a comment in there saying that was the best one that they'd ever seen.
Oh, I didn't see that part. I was wondering why you tagged me in that. And I was like, that's not as nice. Why did you? I was basically thinking, why Don tag me in this? This is a lot better.
I mean, there were things that I like better about his, like his arm bands, absolutely better than mine. But I understand why he did the leggings, because yellow paint is yellow paint.
Yeah, the yellow is the toughest color.
That's a harsh contrast.
I try to stay away from yellow as much as I can anytime I make something.
I'd rather paint white and yellow.
Yeah, the DaGobi is working on a tough one right now. He's repainting one of the Lightning Collection Psycho Rangers yellow, and they're black.
Oh.
Yeah. I told him, like, the best thing I know to do for that is get some of that Mr. Hobby white primer. And go with light coats of that, then hit it with the yellow. I've done that before.
Can you see it? I braided it.
Nope. Let me get you on.
Let's see.
Oh, dude, that looks great. That's
perfect. Real good. Hell yeah.
Can you see it? I can't see it.
Yeah, I can see it.
Yeah, I can see it. I can tell it's braided.
Is it too long?
No, it needs to drape a little bit.
Good. Tuck it down a little bit. Come on. It's basically just a lot of thread. So.
Oh, anyone watch Sean Long back then? Like, I do remember watching him.
Mm-hmm. I used to watch Sean Long.
Is he still around?
I don't know. I haven't seen anything in a while from him.
I don't know the guy. I don't think I've ever heard of him.
He was one of those. He's got one of those voices you'd have to like get used to. I'm not talking. I don't mean to be disparaging about him, but it's just he had a different type of voice, if I remember correctly. I may be completely misremembering. I don't know. It's been years since I watched anything Sean Long.
There's a lot of people they haven't been doing much lately. I can't remember his name. The one Glenn Webb's buddy.
Sentry.
Century.
Sentry used to do a lot of stuff, and he went all Instagram there. Like now, he don't hardly do anything. I don't think he does anything on YouTube anymore.
No, not him. Glenn Webb's buddy.
Glenn Warwick.
Yeah, he hasn't done anything in a while either. Reviews or nothing.
Yeah, Craig Warwick. That's right.
Yeah. And then what's his name? Something Dad. Board Dad Customs.
I'm not familiar with that one.
Yeah, I see him on. He's mostly on. I have him on Facebook, but I think he might be on Instagram as well. It's Board Dad Customs, but man, he does some amazing stuff. He just finally put something up, I think, last week, and I don't think he had put anything up in a few months. Yeah, it's I'm pretty sure it's Board Dad Customs, but once we get off and everything tonight, I'll shoot you some of his stuff.
Century, what's it? Century Productions? What do he call himself? He came back on YouTube for a little bit after the new Hasbro Century was released. Okay. I got my original YouTube account. It's just my personal one. I used to use all the time. That's why I didn't see them. I don't watch as much toy stuff anymore since I do a toy channel. It's kind of weird. It's kind of weird that way. It's like I just. Plus, you don't want to really, if you're going to do like any kind of reviews too, you don't really want to bias yourself unless you're really curious about something. Like I was curious about that 3-0 Bloodshot, so I was looking forward to it.
And you sent me that picture, I was shocked.
Yeah, I was super looking forward to that, and then he's tiny.
How tall do you think it is? Like 5?
I would say probably exactly 6 inches tall. If.
Jesus, some of the damn female Marvel Legends figures would be just as tall as he was.
Taller, because usually the female's 6 1/4.
Yeah, true. Remember how we were talking about what is it? Sprite from the what's that stupid movie?
Eternals.
Yeah, I was just curious. I looked her up yesterday, because I think somebody had mentioned the figure during the thing yesterday. She's only $9.
Yeah, that's cheap. A very cheap figure. I got every one of those Eternals figures almost for nothing. The only one I don't have is the engineer guy from the one, the inventor, whatever he was.
Oh yeah, I can't remember what his damn name was. Those things peg warmed hard over here, man. Nobody was touching those things. I mean, they couldn't give them away.
Well, that's the only reason I got them. I got them for like $4 a piece.
Because I was looking at them, but I was like, I am not big into the MCU figures. I only have maybe 3, I think it is, maybe 4. Because I bought that. I used to have the Hulkbuster, the Build-A-Figure, and then once the box that came out with him and the Hulk, when they reissued both of them, then I gave my buddy my Bath, and then because I like the coloring since it's a lot more vibrant on it. But I don't know. I prefer the bath over the actual reissue. It's like a lot more softer plastics and stuff on there. Not a big fan of it. So I'm probably just eventually I'll probably just sell that box set and just go and get me another bath online.
I wound up painted my bath and sold it when I did the great MCU culling. When I got out of, I don't collect any MCU figures, and when I got out, I sold a bunch of stuff.
I haven't got many. I try to avoid MCU stuff ever since after Endgame, because I just not really cared.
Yeah.
Phase 4 has been like a mess. Now, when they do the single, if Rectangular said they're going to do the single release of Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield with their unmasked heads, I'll buy those. That's the only reason I like that movie. They were in it.
Yeah. It was a good move on their part to bring them in.
Yep. Yeah, I already said if they weren't in the movie, I wouldn't go see it. Of course,
Toby's my favorite.
I mean, rephrase that. I didn't go see it. I bought it when it came out on video.
Yeah, I very rarely ever go to theaters anymore.
It's like you wait like 3 or 4 months after the movie hits the theater. Sometimes less than that, you can buy it.
Yep, either that or it goes on Disney Plus. You get to see it anyway.
Or Voodoo. I bought Black Adam last week.
Yep.
Did you watch it yet?
I liked Black Adam.
It looks pretty good.
I remember when they review saying he was 5.9 inches tall for the Bloodshot. Yeah, that is tiny then.
How tall?
5.9 inches tall.
Jeez.
He's like a Dragon Ball size figure.
Yeah, he's tiny as hell. Why would they bring? Man, I don't know. I'm not even gonna ask the question because half the time it doesn't make sense to us, and it makes sense to them, which makes no sense at all.
I don't know. Maybe they were worried about proportion, but wasn't that one of Robo's chief complaints? Was proportions were wonky?
Well, it's kind of the same thing that happened too. If you remember on DC Collectibles or DC Direct, where they kept changing their name back and forth. When they start making the articulated figures, everybody was like, "Oh, you need to do 112. You need to do 112 figures," and they made the DC Icons true 112 scale figures, and they were tiny. And people hated it because they want when people say majority of people when they say 112, they're talking about Marvel Legends.
Yep.
Yeah, right.
Which is why a lot of people, you hear them saying Marvel Legends scale.
Yep, that's what I say anymore. They just need to just go ahead and just officially just say Marvel Legends is a 111 scale.
Yep.
112.
Yeah, they're like, it's the heroic scale. I'm like, oh, come on now. Just go ahead and say it.
Shame the devil. Just say it.
In for a penny, in for a pound, right? Just go ahead and say it.
Oh, yeah. Just call it what it is. Let's see. You guys know a Greg Sarabia Spawn Sauce? Never heard of him before. I have to check him out. I think I remember the guy that did the review saying that it was 5.9 inches Fastos. Got Sprite for $4 at GameStop. Damn. I thought $9 was good on Amazon. Shoot.
That's what I paid for mine.
Yeah, actual 112 scale would make him about 5'10".
So he's even smaller than true 112 scale.
Yep.
It's like, why? I think it's something to do with nobody's wanting to do the actual physical models to prototypes to the factories anymore. They're working off digital files, and ever since Hasbro's done that, they've had issues with figures being undersized or too big.
Yep, undersized too big, biceps too small, biceps too big, feet too small.
Yep.
I need to get back to the old school where they just have the guys come up there like they used to do back for He-Man and Star Wars back in the day and just start molding crap on a figure and get it right.
Well, they send the actual prototypes, how big they're supposed to be, to the factories.
Uh-huh.
Now they're not doing that, and we're getting oddball sizes. Like High Evolutionary Psycho Man was way too small.
Oh, yeah. Psycho Man was really small for what he should have been.
Well, High Evolutionary's wearing an armored suit like Iron Man, and he's like the size of a regular character.
Craig worked at a Psycho Man, but his was huge.
It should be. I think Man's what, exactly 6 inches tall? The one they made? I never even opened it. It's just on the shelf hanging on the wall behind me. I got it dirt cheap when what was it, that deep discount website or somewhere like that?
Which figure was it?
The Psycho Man. I got it like super cheap, and that's the reason I got it. No. I got it from they can't dirt cheap. Not dirt cheap. What was it? Deep discount? Deepdiscount.com. And I ordered there for $3, and they canceled my order. Now they run those like crazy sales, and they're legit. But if you pay with PayPal with your credit card, you got to request your money back. They don't automatically refund you. I was like, you had to contact them on everything they canceled. They'd cancel one day, don't get my refund, and I got to contact them, get them to send me my refund. Then they cancel another thing, they don't give me a refund. I got to contact them, give me my money back.
Hello, my name is Amigo Montoya.
Dr. Brian's like, where's my money?
I've been fortunate. I've never had to chase my money down for anything like that. And I've been very fortunate. It'll happen eventually.
I heard that Dorkside Toys was closing. If that's the case, man, I am out. Hundreds of dollars.
They're closing?
Huh? I don't know if it's like a rival, somebody was making an ass of themselves in the groups, but
the problem is, though, it caused a change reaction. It may make it come true.
Yeah.
Because everybody started canceling their orders, and they already spent the money to buy the stuff, and it's going to.
Exactly. They're not going to want to hear that. Oh, I ain't got the money. It's like, you got the merchandise. We still need our money.
Well, apparently, like, it got so bad, like PayPal canceled their business account.
Oh, wow.
Which it's PayPal. They can do that for they screw over small companies all the time, but
right.
You don't know what's going on though, because they've been kind of radio silent, which has made things worse.
I think I ordered from them once, and it took forever for me to get my damn figure, and I never ordered from them again.
Yeah, I've took advantage of their big sale. They have like crazy sales, and I've ordered a few times, but it's taken a while to get my stuff, but I've always got it.
Yeah, I never pre-ordered it. I can't even remember what I ordered, but I ordered one thing from them just to kind of test them out, and in stock, everything else. I mean, it's already been on the market for a good 2 months, 3 months, and I was like, oh, let me just go ahead and buy it because they had they had it on sale, and it wasn't like $5 or $7 off something. So I figured I might as well pick it up. But it took like damn near 3 weeks for it to get to my house.
Oh yeah.
I was like, damn, they're not in another damn country, and there's no customs or anything they got to do. It's a few states away.
They got a brick and mortar retail store too, though.
Yep.
Yeah, it's not run by the same people, from what I understand.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Almost a whole different organization.
Huh?
Is the brick and mortar up out of Minnesota?
Tennessee.
Tennessee.
Yeah,
but I mean, they have the same name. They can't just be different,
Yeah.
Damn it.
A box of cans. I want my $2.
Hey, you need both, huh?
You might want to send them an email tomorrow. Find out what's going on with your prepaid pre-orders.
Because it's how I feel about BBTS. They take forever to fulfill pre-orders. I really have a problem with BBTS.
I mean, everybody's slow. Nobody's going to give you what you want, when you want it, how you want it.
I'd say Hasbro Pulse is probably the slowest for me.
Absolutely. That's not even a question. They are absolutely the slowest.
Like I'll order something and it takes freaking forever. It's like even once it's like, oh, the shipping order, the label's been created, and it's like 3 days later, it's like it's at the post office. I'm like, how the hell did it take 3 days to get to the post office?
Man, I have canceled more pre-orders through Hasbro Pulse than anybody else just because I've run across it in the store and buy it. And this is pre-COVID, so.
I think that was Megalopolis.
Oh yeah, I remember Megalopolis. That's the one that had like the purple guy with the kind of like the helmet.
Yeah,
they were scamming from the get-go.
Yeah, I never ordered from them.
I've never ordered from them either.
That's how I feel about BPS. They take forever to fulfill orders. Yeah.
I could deal with BBTS because I mean it's a little longer, but it's not Hasbro Pulse long. Hasbro Pulse takes forever.
I don't have the Crimson Guard yet. Dusty and Zorana did ship though, so I should get them this week. I'm so behind on toy reviews. I got stuff that's not even been opened yet, just mainly because I need to build shelves.
There you go. Have a whip it another day where you can build shelves and stream.
Yeah.
I used to order from his little mom and pop guy. He used to do it out of his house. It used to be called Space Monkey Toys, but then I guess he went out of business.
There's a lot of old places I used to buy from. I think it was like one place I used to get from called Digital Toys.
Yeah, I've heard of them.
I think they did a lot of Transformer stuff, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, the one guy, Space Monkey, he used to just primarily do Legends, and he just did a startup business and started doing it. But anytime I ordered, man, literally like the next day, it's like your slip has been created, and the day after, it's like your stuff shipped, and I'd have it within a week.
Sweet.
And then I had relocated to Minnesota for 2 years, and I had an order that I placed in Minnesota, and it was a pre-order from him, and I realized, I was like, well, crap, it's going to come over here in Minnesota. So I shot him an email real quick and then changed all my information online. He's like, don't worry about it. I'm shipping it, in 3 days. He's like, I haven't gone over to do the order or anything. He's like, so I'll put in for your new address and everything. And it got here before I moved, because literally I was moving in like a few days, and it was sitting here 2-3 days before I even got here. So my landlord put it in my house for me.
Oh, cool.
Because I called her up and I was like, hey, I'm expecting a package today. It says it's going to be delivered like in the next couple hours. And she said, okay, well, whenever it gets there, I'll just drop it inside the apartment for you. I'm like, all right.
I was thinking about starting to buy through Nerd Zerwig because, he's stationed here in Harrisburg, Mississippi, Pennsylvania, right where I am.
Yeah.
And, but I don't know. I've sent him a couple of emails trying to talk to him about it, whether he would do like pickups or whatever, because I could stop by on my way home from work.
Yeah, just tell him, I was like, damn, I'm not going to rob you. Just, meet me at the curb.
Yeah, whatever. But, he never answers. He doesn't answer the emails. So, and then, that leads to, what's his customer service like? And
seems like a likable guy, but I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, he seems all right, but I've already gotten burned 3 times,
Yeah.
And if Dorkside Toys burns me, man, I'm out.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't know. You just keep up with it, because if it looks like it's going south, man, just cancel that shit now.
Well, the problem, they're prepaid though, aren't they?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, prepaid.
Did you prepay with credit card or did you prepay with a
PayPal.
PayPal? Well, I think their PayPal's dead. Past 180 days too. If it wasn't dead. What the hell?
Terrible.
Terrible.
Terrible. All I need right here at Christmas.
Going to ruin Christmas for you. Yeah, I wouldn't. It was weird how much that like lit off like wildfires. Everybody kept quoting that same email, like message on Reddit, and holding it to be like gospel. What's going on with Dorkside, and nobody waiting for Dorkside to say anything, and just everybody start canceling their orders. It's like, I believe I would want to verify first before I start throwing. Company I've done, if you've done a lot of business with them, like throw them under the bus or something. But they didn't wait. They didn't wait no time at all for everybody's like. Sometimes all the people like rally up like a few months ago, last year or something like that. Somebody start talking crap about Dorkside and people went to their defense. Now it's let's turn on them and. They're bad. We shouldn't have anything to do with them anymore.
Everybody loves bad news, man.
Yeah. The only issue I've ever had with them, they were slow to process my order. Like, took like way longer than what I should have done to get my items, but I got them. But I got them dirt cheap too, so I wasn't really worrying too much. Never got Crimson Guards. Yeah, anyone else did? I don't have any right now. But Southpaw paint apps. What's up, my brothers? Glad to catch the stream for a few. Box Cannon said he bought 2. He might have the guards. Oh. Let me change my brush water. Handy about having a sink next to me.
Brag, 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 brag.
One day I need to clean it out because it's like stained from like dumping my paint water in there. You take some steel wool to it. What's next? I need to paint my sentry head. Oh, I wondered why you got awful quiet.
2 hours later.
I was dumping my paintbrush water. It's like I just turned around. It's like, why is it so quiet?
Yeah, I went to. It wasn't even the leave button this time. I hit the damn back arrow.
Yeah, it's. How many times I've done it this stream? 3. It's.
I wonder how that burrito bandito car is doing. I'm pretty sure it hasn't moved since I last checked it.
I haven't been watching it because I'm just not interested in that. It's just not a type of car. I don't mind a Chevelle, but I don't really have any kind of emotional connection to. I like movie cars.
Yeah, if it was like a '69, I might be interested, but like you
Yeah.
said, I don't know, all that molding and everything else they got on there, and then I just saw their vinyl decals. Oh man, they're terrible. They are terrible. I don't know who they contracted to make those vinyls, but they are garbage, dude. And they're like in blue, and they got like a lot of speckle flake in it, so it's super reflective. Looks like kid stickers.
Yeah.
Because they put it up on their channel, and I was like watching. I was like, man, I don't know how the hell they're gonna think that that's gonna be, something cool to slap on the side of your damn car.
Well, I'd hate that they made their logos part of the mold.
Yeah, because initially I thought that they weren't, because I saw a few pictures where it didn't have it on there, and I was thinking, okay, that's cool. And then, when it had the logo, I was like, okay, well, like you were saying, they should have made it like a magnet piece or something they could pour it in like that.
Oh yeah, that was silly making it part of the mold. It's like, I want the car to be the car. You have no fiction. I don't know what this thing is. I don't want Bandino in the grill of my car.
Yeah. It's like they could have made that a plug-in where you could have plugged in an actual emblem, but then again, they never got licensing. So
right. They just be like a straight chrome grill would be fine, because that's one thing hot rodders do. They take the emblems off.
Because they could have made a removable grill with their emblem on it, the Bandito. If you want to put it on, you can. If you don't, you can put on, just a regular, simple grill.
Yeah, it could be a completely separate piece, interchangeable.
Yeah, you got to take a look at those flame effects that they put up. Oh my God, when I say they're bad, they are bad.
I do graphic design for a living, so I may not want to look at that.
Dude, man, you might get pissed being in graphic design, because I was looking at it and I was like, are you kidding me? I was like, Jesus, that is terrible. And they coming in like, they got a blue one, they got the flame red one, and honestly a purple one or a green one. I don't know. They got some weird ones. I mean, they have some good engineering going into it and everything else, but I don't know. At the end of the day, it's just not worth going into that. And plus, we were talking about, some of the people that they associate with don't have the best track record.
Yeah. I think what they should have done is start small. The car is very ambitious.
It is, especially for what do they want, 790K? Yeah, one over $750,000. It's like, come on, that's not going to fund.
Yeah, over 700K for a first-time Kickstarter. It's like
super ambitious.
Well, there was a similar thing, the Robo Skull, like walking that spider leg skull tank.
Yeah.
They only needed like 100-something K to get the molds for it.
And for that much money, I mean, they need to throw a lot more bells and whistles on that damn thing.
So Ramen Toys is an established toy company. I'm more likely would be inclined to back their charger.
Yeah. I haven't seen it. He hasn't posted anything of recently.
No, he was in the chat during like the 3.0 last week, but other than that, I haven't seen him. Well, they post stuff on their Facebook page, like updates of their other projects.
Yeah, because the last thing I saw him going on about was the what was it? Centurions figure, the Native American one.
I don't.
Yep. Yeah, I saw that when I was doing a little research on it.
Yeah.
I don't know anything about Centurions, so.
Yeah. I used to watch cartoon back in the day. I never owned any of the figures, but
I think that came on after we lost Fox, and a lot of that stuff came on Fox back home.
Yeah.
Our cable company just took Fox away from us.
That sucks.
Yeah, we had a shitty cable company, Adelphia Cable. I think they got bought out many years ago from the people that bought them out. I think brought back Fox, and we were. we were in one of those spots too where if you didn't have cable, you didn't get TV. We were in
Oh,
a valley.
man.
There's no rabbit ear TV.
Ew.
It's one of those places where to see the sky, you got to look up. Sunshine directly on you only half the day.
I had to pipe it in the rest of the day.
Yeah.
And you are right, that roadblock, once you take the vest off, it is a little floppy at the torso.
Yeah. Not all of them are like that though. It's weird.
Because I was like curious after you said it, so I was like, let me take it off, and then took off the vest, and I was like, huh.
I had the same issue with one of my breakers, with the motorcycle guy.
Yeah.
I took the vest off one of them, and he was real floppy like that too. And I had two other ones. I took the vest off, and they were fine.
I mean, he's not bad, but compared to like the road or the gung hos, he ain't moving for nothing.
Yep.
Yeah. Oh, that gung ho's a little loose, but I've been messing with him for a minute. Never mind, that gung ho is super loose. Never mind. One out of three ain't bad. Once I throw the vest on, it ain't gonna make a difference.
Yeah, that vest holds them in place.
Oh yeah. It's gonna have to get some more matte clear coat because man, Roadblock's chest is super shiny and a whole nother hue.
Yep.
Than his arms. Like his chest is like, it's almost like the color of chocolate, fresh chocolate, and then his arms are almost like chocolate when he's getting ready to dry out and go white.
Well, that's why I end up doing the skin tones on my Mr. T. The Mr. T's head was already lighter than the rest of the bodies, but so need to do it anyway. But the even on the heavy artillery roadblock, which is a better figure, you had mixed match colors.
Yeah.
I just fired off that email to Dark Side. I'll let you know what they say. If they say anything.
Yeah, that's one I've been noticing people saying too. They're not responding to inquiries, which is not instilling trust in their customers.
No.
Not at all.
Like, I want to give them the benefit of the doubt and let them speak before I start like believing somebody on Reddit, which Reddit's where the idiots made up the thing that the OK symbol means something else. And the media ran with it. It was just them just being stupid, and the media fell for it.
Oh yeah.
I won't say what it means for it because we're not a political show.
Yep.
What it never meant. I'm sorry. Well, it's like the military. It's like the Made You Look game.
Yep.
And they're like, "Oh, these people are all horrible people. They're throwing that sign." No, it's the Made You Look and punching the arm game.
Yep. Pretty much.
It's the same thing as punch. I guess you know that logic. Punch buggy is bad too.
Yeah.
Slug bug.
I haven't played that in a dog's age.
My niece drives it.
I mean, when I was little, we took like a trips cross country. So we'd play different games. So one of us would call the Volkswagens, or you also got like Cadillac Whack.
Yep.
Dodge what? Dodge this.
Back in the day when kids are made of tougher stuff, you can't do that with these kids these days. I'll be crying in a heartbeat.
You hit me. That's part of the game. We didn't hold back.
Oh man. We used to play this game called Kick-Ass, or pretty much like guys know what pinners is? You just take the ball and a group of you guys are hanging out in the back. So I whack the ball up against the floor, hits the wall, bounces up, and whoever catches it, then you run up to the wall. You do the same thing, but if you bobble it and drop it, everybody that's in the group kicks you in the ass until you get to the wall and touch it.
Well, knuckle flicking game. You ever play that?
We play some of the games, but different states, different names.
Yeah. Well, you flick take turns flicking each other's knuckles.
Oh yeah. Oh, we used to call that pelota. I remember that, man. That was, you always had to be on guard, man. There's was days where everybody's walking off your meal. You're walking around with your hands over your stuff.
Well, that was back when you were bored all the time, and nowadays everybody's got a cell phone they're looking at. So, boredom is part
Ain't nobody
of
flicking anymore.
It's like, what? Phone.
Yeah, nobody flicks these days. They just swipe left or right. Start doing that every time somebody's taking a selfie. You just run up and flick them real quick. Run away.
Oh, what'd you do that for? You flinched. 2 more.
2 for flinching.
Yeah, 2 for flinching. The good old days.
Somebody was talking about like the Gen X. We killed our week.
Hey, you know what? Back then, it was survival of the fittest, man. It ain't like today where everybody can bully each other. Cyber, you did it in person. You're talking smack. You better back it up.
Yeah, you say so. You do that to a Gen Xer back then, like a kid in the day. If you start a rumor on like that, you're gonna get your ass kicked.
Yep. Yeah, everybody's real tough these days because you're in front of a computer screen, miles to states away. Except for my buddy, he tracked.
I sew toys. I sew clothes for toys.
With my hard case head, I'm working on. I started cutting down the grooves where the hair sit better. I'm using the Thunderstrike hair.
Oh, okay. Was that the same hair you were using before?
Yeah. My camera was just so blurry you couldn't tell before. I'm using the saber-tooth ponytail.
Oh yeah.
I'm going with a George Perez style, like hard case, when he did Ultra Force.
Mm-hmm.
And he always had like a hard case with that widow's peak with his hair pulled back like that. In his own book, they drew hard case real pretty until he got enemy, like just really bitched him up. Burned his face and scarred his face up. But,
I can't remember in the cartoon. Did he have a widow's peak? I think he did, didn't he?
I can't remember. Hell, I didn't watch it that long ago, but my memory's horrible anymore.
Well, I'm in front of the TV. I'm going to look right now. Time to go on to.
We're wise to not trust your memory.
Tell you, we're not young. We're not spring chickens anymore.
The worst evidence given in court is eyewitness.
I'll tell you, man, I had an excellent memory up until I want to say the last 5 years, and it slowly but surely it's slipping on me. And it's odd because there's just random crap I can remember from way, 15, 25 years ago that are irrelevant, but something I really need, I can't remember for the life of me.
Well, I forget somebody's name in the middle of conversation now. It's like,
Oh yeah, it's like me. I'm trying to learn all these people's names over at work, and it's just killing me because, like years upon years ago, I worked at the Art Institute of Chicago, and I mean, I was dealing with between all the different departments and everything else, and board of trustee members. I'm seeing like between 500, 600, 700 people a day. Now I'm over these two towers. I got 40 floors on one building that I manage and 25 floors in the other building, and I think I know 4 people, and I've been there almost 8 weeks. Because people come up to me all the time, hey, Medusa, how's it going? I say, hey, how's it going? Not even going to attempt to even get their name. I'm like even trying to look at their IDs, incognito, but nope.
What's up, guy?
Pretty much. The thing is,
Hey, I'm really good at pretending like I know who they are. It's like they all know my name. It's like, yeah, nothing.
I'm glad you got to see me.
Oh, I got to do that a lot tomorrow. We got the annual holiday party. People are going to be like, hey, how you been? Yeah, doing pretty good. How are you? Who are you?
Great.
That happens to me all the damn time. It's like I still don't know every single one of my staff members' names.
Well, last year made it easier. I was helping them give shirts out, and then we had like check their names off.
You just hover your pencil over the name. Yeah.
Like, yeah, hey, Steve, hey, Kimberly, what you doing?
Okay, he didn't have the widow's peak in the cartoon all that much, but it's the normal hairline.
Yeah, I think like in the cartoon stuff. Well, I got reference picture. Oh, I may make an alternate head for him later on because he's got a little bit of one, and it's
not too bad though. Not like because I mean he's got a slight one in the cartoon, but not to the degree of like the figure you're working on.
And Ultra Force, the comic, he had that extreme widow's peak, which I'm going to do an alternate head eventually for him too. I may make a casting of the NECA Flash Gordon and use that for one. So it's got a pretty good look for hard case. I can smell that resin I still. It's all over my shirt, that powder. Nope, that's the wrong one.
Ouch.
I'll fix up the insert they gave me too, just in case if I don't want to go with the bigger head.
Yep.
Because this will glow better. I have no qualms, but theirs is better than mine when it comes to resin.
Oh no!
So that glows. When the light hits it, it really glows.
Yeah, it's pretty bright. I can see it from here.
Oh. Got too close to the magnet and it yanked it out of my hand. Oh. Yeah, should be able to wrap the next day or two. I like how that turned out, though. That was a good call, but just going with the black and white.
Yeah,
it's more comic accurate, and it looks better.
It stands out.
You got the.
No, you put those white lightning effects too. That'll really make it pop real good too.
That one. Got the armored plates then on the boots. And what else to do? Like, spent a lot of time working on the insert. I ended up cutting a big hole in the back of it just to get that light to fit. Or it's a smaller one. It's still got a ledge in there before it stops, so it's fine. It's fine. Like that little cartoon with the dog and the building burning down around it. Everything's
But pretty cool if you could make one of those, whatever that big robot is in episode 1 of Ultra Force.
That's Enemy.
Yeah, that guy. Pretty.
It's actually NM-E, Enemy.
I was looking at it, I was like, man, that's pretty cool. That'd be an awesome bath if they made an Ultra Force line.
Yeah.
I remember when I read the books, I kept saying enemy, and I didn't understand it until I watched the cartoon and they said it out loud, and I was like, yeah, I'm an idiot.
I started to watch the Wildcats cartoon. I don't think I ever watched it.
Yeah, I started watching that last week. It's okay.
Yeah, I like the Ultra Force one better.
Yeah. And I started going through some of the other cartoons out in there. I was trying to get through that Double Dragon. It was rough.
Some of those cartoons were bad.
Oh, yeah.
Have a good one, Nico. He's heading out.
Look, I'm just as masochistic as the next guy, but I can't see me sitting through something that I'm just like, oh, this is terrible.
Yeah.
Oh, they actually got the Mask series on here, too.
Oh, I might have to watch that one.
Yeah. I just happened to look through it, and they got Mask.
Like a lot of those old cartoons, like I said, I never got to even watch them because I lost Fox.
Yeah. And they had that Highlander cartoon. That was bad. I don't even think I made it through the first episode.
There's only been 2 things that's been good out of Highlander. The first movie,
and
the live-action series.
Yeah, I prefer the series.
The last few episodes of the final season got pretty bad, though.
Yeah. I don't know. I was a big fan of Adrian Paul.
Yeah, he still looks good.
It's like when I think of the Highlander, right? Even though the movie, yeah, but anytime I think of Highlander, first person pops in my head is Adrian Paul.
Yeah, they built the lore a lot with that show.
Yeah, I did.
And those last few movies were.
Oh, those direct-to-video Highlander movies, I don't count them as even being canon.
And they're
rough.
They were really rough, especially because some of them supposed to be like an alternate universe or some crap. I don't remember.
Yeah, let's just say that. That's
what
I mean,
that Space Age one was terrible.
They had the world, the apocalypse was basically going on, and like they found out the prize is actually just 2 mortals get to have a kid. It's like, I don't think they've been killing each other for centuries if they knew that was actually the prize.
It's like, nah, I'm good. Just take my head now.
Yeah, the end game though, I have fond memories of it, but I went and watched like a couple of reviews, and they're like, that movie is trash. But when that thing came out, I was young.
Well, there's a thing with in-game. In-game, I was looking forward to it because the trailer looked great. Nothing in the trailer is in the movie. In the trailer, the bad guy has superpowers. I mean, literal magical powers. And they show him using powers. When you go watch the movie, none of that's in it.
I remember telling somebody, like a little review of it, saying, well, it's a good passing of the sword from Connor to Duncan and blah, blah, blah. And, man, I couldn't tell you anything that happened in that movie. There were some sword fights.
Yeah, the most you kind of see that the bad guy do, he takes forward in the 2, and looks more like sleight of hand than actual magic. But when the trailer showed him using actual magical powers, there's 2 trailers that have come to find out for it. One for the movie they were originally going to do, and then the movie they released. And they never did release a director's cut or anything with the powers and stuff. Like with the second movie, there's like 3 or 4 cuts of it.
Oh yeah, the director's cut and everything else.
They all
the
suck.
Renegade version.
Yeah. You got the theatrical, the director's cut, the Renegade, and maybe a 3. I don't know.
Oh, they even got Beast Wars on here on Tubi.
Oh, there's a.
They got 3 seasons. They go.
There's my recommended channels on like my YouTube page. There's a channel like AI something other, and he's been like upscaling old cartoons and remaster them. He's got Beast Wars on there. He had Big Guy and Rusty. He's got Beast Machines. He got the Japanese Beast Wars, Beast Wars 2 and Beast Wars Neo. Of course, those are subtitled, but they look phenomenal. It's like he's been doing HD, like 2K and HD 4K. And he's using AI assisted like a remaster them. He's got a lot of stuff on there.
Oh, they got Samurai Pizza Cats here too. It was like a really bad way to try to compete with the Turtles, but they tried.
Oh, look at who's here! Hello, sir. How you? I hope you're feeling better, man. We got the Hulk Smash.
Oh yeah, what's up, bro? Co-host.
Come. He shows up right when I was getting ready to say it's about time to call it a night.
That's just like the co-host, man.
Oh, they got the Spanish version of Wildcats, Los Wildcats.
Los Wildcats.
I tell you, the cartoon that I have the most fondest memories of that I can't remember anything about was the SWAT Cats.
Oh, that was an awesome cartoon.
I remember deeply enjoying that, and I couldn't do any shit that thing, man.
I think for me, it's like my go-to all the time when I was a kid was always Thunder the Barbarian. That was like my favorite cartoon growing up as a kid.
Mine originally was He-Man, Master of the Universe, then it was Transformers.
Mine was Silverhawks, SWAT Cats, and
I got to watch the first season of Thundercats. That was on Fox. Then that's right after the first season aired, and that's when we lost Fox. I remember it was a treat getting to stay up because they remember this. I don't know if you remember the original pilot was aired at like prime time, like 8 o'clock at night or something.
In the 90s, there was like a revamp of this one cartoon that's pretty old. The Adventure Brothers is a ripoff of the show, like a comedy parody.
Oh yeah, like the what is that?
What's the name of that show?
I can't remember the name of it now. I know exactly what you're talking about. Johnny Quest.
Yeah, Johnny Quest. Man, I watched that Johnny Quest show. Like, I got in trouble. My dad, I got yelled at over watching that shit because I watched it such fervently.
Johnny and Haji.
Yeah, it was like a new. I think it was on the Cartoon Network or something. It was a new version. It wasn't the old stuff. It was pretty new. They had like some computer animated stuff in it.
I hope they get to do the movie that conclude the Venture Brothers series, though.
Oh, they got Airwolf on Tubi.
They got everything.
Jeez, man, I used to love Airwolf. You guys remember that TV show Nighthawk with a motorcycle?
I do. Automan.
Yep. Man, Tubi's got all the old stuff on here. They even got the original Captain Marvel from 1941.
The one where he
Super
just
Samurai Cyber
straight up
Squad.
murders the villains.
Yeah. I have to go back a ways.
You know what's I did all this work with on these armored boots, and now I'm almost tempted to use Grim Reaper lower legs with these Hyperion thighs.
The Thunder Thighs.
The proportions are really good.
Wait, where the hell did it go?
That's the only thing. One thing that kind of bugs me about the Hyperion mold, like a lot of Marvel Legends, though, they have like the lower legs are the same size as the thighs. That's not usually the case.
Where the hell did it go? Kung Fu Dino Posse. All right. Cadillacs and
Cowboys and Mood Mesa. Oh, you know what cartoon that I really loved growing up was the Exo Squad.
Oh, Exo Squad was pretty good.
I remember that.
I remember watching that, being really invested in that show.
I went through so many damn. Oh, there it is. I was trying to find Mask again. Found it. Ooh, wait.
I picked up a couple of headless Thunderbirds. Were on the Grim Reaper body. I got them cheap. They were like $12 for a pair of them.
And sometime long says I like the Grim Reaper mold. Everything except those horrible wimpy arms. Plus they eat at the shoulders.
Yeah, that's what I like about the Century. They gave it new torso, which fixes the issue with the shoulders.
Back to cans. I started watching a show called Gifted on Tubi about 3 weeks ago. Got 4 episodes in and it vanished.
Oh. So just looking at the proportions on these Grim Reaper lower legs, can almost look pretty good on this. I don't know. I'll probably stick with I've already done all this work on them. I'll stick with the ones I got.
I gotta get me another Thunderbird because the one I got on card, it's got a scuff in the bird on his chest. Oh, it's kind of floppy.
Yeah, he is a little.
Man, at one point in time, I had like 4 of them things.
Yeah.
Warpaths, I got plenty of Warpath. Well, I bought plenty of Warpaths. The only Thunderbirds this is what one that came with Rogue.
Storm?
Yeah, Storm.
No, Storm. I mean, yeah, I'm sorry. Take me for what I mean, not what I say.
That's fair. That's right. That's right.
Yeah, he's a little too small for my taste.
Yeah,
That's what she said.
You need some Kiki in that guy.
that's what he said. I bought them mainly because they were cheap. Like I said, they were $12 for the pair of them. I think a couple dollars shipping them.
Yeah. I found him online. It's at first he was running for loose. They were selling them on eBay for like, $12, $13. I think the last time I checked, and I should have bought him back then, but now he's running like 25, 35.
I don't know. The older I get, 5 years ago, it's like, oh, that's so cheap. I'm just gonna buy it. I mean, shit. I mean, you never know. You might make a custom out of it or something. But nowadays, it's like,
what's worse is
do I really want that?
They use this head on this body for the wolf cat. That giant noggin. That is meant for a Hyperion mold.
Captain Thunderbird.
I think that Venom, all the Venom heads, except for that 3-pack,
Yeah, they should have gone with a bigger buck for him, but I can't even think of who would have been a good one. Because I mean, he was big, but he wasn't that big.
I think it's like the best proportion. Well, look, his arms are a little, but I just think his head's a little too big for his body. I like his stature.
Yeah.
So that head matches this body.
Yep.
That almost looks like the unicorn.
That is a Rob Liefeld, Captain America.
Yeah.
Heroes Reborn.
All you gotta do is put on some small feet on him, and you'd be set for Rob Liefeld.
I just always have rubble in front of his feet. I don't have to worry about it.
Just leave the pegs down there. Don't put feet on.
Just put Bucky Cat feet on him.
I always thought it was funny. Like you see, like they're like high tech, like sophisticated base, and there'll be rubble at their feet.
Mm-hmm.
I kind of want to build a U.S. agent on a bigger body, though. I got that one I redid with the tactical look, but really, it's John Walker should be big. He should be huge.
You know what's unfortunate about Rob Liefeld? The characters he created only gained popularity after they were changed beyond what he envisioned for the characters.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Deadpool was originally a straight up
mercenary assassin guy.
Yeah, he was Deathstroke.
Yeah, he wasn't joking around and clowning and everything. He was just all about the business.
He should have been on the Warpath Buck, and Warpath should have been on the Age of Sabretooth. Yeah. That modified Colossus body used for Sabretooth is nice. The big arm really helped that body. My favorite Hyperion Buck would be the Super Skrulls. So much better proportion. You get that young, I can't talk. Better than the young Thor. Yeah, that's got a good torso, which I wish, and they won't reuse it. They've done figures after that and used the straight up Hyperion mold.
Why was Thor unworthy of Mjolnir during the original sin?
Why was unworthy?
Yeah.
And he can't draw feet, and all his noses were the same.
He was Nick Fury. This is how stupid it was. Nick Fury whispered in his ear, "Boar was right." That's enough to make him doubt himself to not be able to pick up Mjolnir. Boar was right.
Who? Four? More?
Boar. The
Boar.
God. I mean, yeah,
Boar,
the God Killer. Yeah.
Boar, the God Killer.
Boar was right.
I mean, in the movie, I'd have killed that guy too. So.
Well, it looks like Chris Hemsworth don't want to come back unless they make his character serious now too. If the rumors are true,
yeah,
he's tired of them making Thor look like an idiot.
Yeah, Ragnarok was as far as I'm willing to go with Thor.
Yeah,
to be comical.
They went way over the deep end with Love and Thunder.
Yeah, have you seen that commercial that T.D. Waikiki made with Daniel Craig, that vodka commercial?
I have not.
He makes Daniel Craig look like a fucking idiot.
That's
maybe that's just his directorial style.
Yep.
Take a super serial actor and make him look like a retard. I mean, an idiot.
He likes to make strong characters look stupid.
I haven't watched his Hitler movie yet. But I don't know.
Of course, I think Daniel Craig likes doing the dumb stuff now too, because I think he plays an idiot in that Knives Out, one of those Knives Out movies, either the first one or the sequel or something.
Now, I watched the first Knives Out, and that is an amazingly fantastic movie. And he is a very, very smart man in that movie.
I just saw a clip of Ed Norton talking about Nita. I don't know if it's Knives Out or what it was. It's something Ed Norton was talking about. There's a murder mystery, and you get to solve the.
Oh, Glass Onion. It is a Knives Out mystery. It's the same detective, Daniel Craig. Yeah.
Okay.
It's like December, sometime this month. It hit Netflix.
The clip made him look like an idiot. So I never watched the first one. But.
Well, he's a Southerner, so everybody hears his drawl and don't quite give him the benefit of the doubt, even though his reputation precedes him. So,
well, that's in general way people
he uses that to his advantage.
People have that tendency with that live in metropolis areas. When they talk about Southerners, they think they're all dumb hicks.
That is true. I ran across that in the Army. Just all over the place.
I don't know. I seem to get along better. I'm a city boy, but I get along better with country folk than I do with city folk. My best friend in the military was from Kentucky.
Oh yeah, I'm just saying, like a lot of people in the cities that have that little.
And there's just a little bias, a stigma that follows the accent.
They hear the accent and they think you're uneducated. And I'm sorry, I have 4 degrees.
I have 4 degrees of separation. But yeah, I like that movie a lot. It's in my top 3 for that year.
I have a friend of mine with a PhD. He's from the South, and I feel stupid around him. So when he starts talking, it's like he's from the South too. He grew up only like a half an hour from me.
And House of Cards, what's his face? Kevin Spacey, that guy he played.
Yeah.
He was another guy that sounded like an idiot, but was fiercely intelligent.
That's looking good.
That's people have, they just stereotype people for a lot of different reasons. Like growing up as a kid, everybody always my friends are always like, "Oh, Steve Martin, he's a great actor, but he's an idiot." It's like he's a member of Mensa.
Oh yeah.
And they're like, "What's Mensa?" I'm like, "Never mind. It just goes to show you how stupid you are."
Hey, thanks for keeping up.
Yeah. Or you're calling a smart ass man a dumb ass man. You don't even know what the hell Mensa is.
Yeah.
Dolph Lundgren is an MIT.
Oh yeah.
And Bill Nye
is a mathematical genius.
And the Bill Nye the Science Guy has no science degrees.
Nah, he's a science communicator.
I grew up on somebody with Mr. Science, not Bill Nye. I don't know if you guys remember that.
I remember Mr. Science.
I did. I did Beekman's World.
Oh, Beekman's World. Yeah, I remember that too.
Yeah, Beekman's World.
I never got the deal with Bill Nye though. Like, I always thought the other science shows were better.
Yeah, he wasn't fun. I don't know how to explain it.
Yeah.
I don't know. Everybody I know, quite a few people I work with, they're like, "Oh my god, but Bill Nye the Science Guy," and they get real nostalgic, and I'm like, "Oh, okay." And they're like, "You don't like Bill Nye?" I was like, "I don't say I don't like him, just wasn't into him."
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm very nonchalant about him. Man, wasn't hot or cold. Didn't have a big impact on me.
He just, I don't know, he just didn't really hold my attention. I mean, I tried watching a few episodes, and it's like I'd just space out or do something else, and before I knew an episode was over, I was like, all right.
Yeah, Beekman's World. He had that green lab coat and a giant rat, and he kept putting nitroglycerin in water.
Mm-hmm.
Big trash can full of water.
I remember
that. After he specifically told that rat not to do that shit.
Damn rat.
Yeah, damn right.
I think it's gonna work out good.
Yeah.
Trying to keep the same look for the belt, like for the. He's got chains going around his wrist.
Yeah.
See if I can reuse some other chain pieces.
Mm.
As much Todd likes doing chained up characters, I was hoping.
Giggity?
Works.
Is that off that Superman?
This is off the Superman. This is off Lobo.
Okay.
I cut the top piece off of the chain piece around Lobo. I already cut the hook off, but I can reuse this one for one chain around the wrist.
Yep. Oh yeah, that look good. And that'll do it.
I want to keep the. I don't want to mix real chain with plastic chain, so I want to keep them all consistent.
Yeah, it'd ruin the aesthetic if you mix and match like that. Just the gauges are gonna be a little bit different.
Yeah. Let's try and see if this was the same.
Pretty
A little different. It's a little different. Do I want to use this, or do I want to use the Lobo one? This is the same pattern. It's on the belt.
Yeah.
These actually, I don't know.
Lobo one's a little bit more detailed, but if you want to stick with
The same aesthetic, yeah.
Yeah.
It's toss up. Anyway, well, I think it's about time, my friends. We're going on 4 hours and start rambling.
Yeah. Stuff that's not necessarily funny is hilarious.
I have the new slaughter sitting in my roller stash at Chosen Prime, and I'm waiting for. I bought 2 of them. I was going to buy 3. The packaging was the old packaging. I was going to take 1 and get signed. I want 2 just for my collection, but that new packaging, I'm not going to bother to get signed. I might just get a poster signed. But
you can't do a cutout and put it in your own window.
Yeah, but then it's not mint and packaged box too, though.
Yeah, unfortunate.
I've seen somebody actually do that with a slaughter figure and actually use one of the old boxes.
Yep.
And basically chop up on that new his box and work it in with the window box.
Well, I've always said that there's people that have like the little thumbtacks on the wall with all the toys on it. And I was like, man, that's nice art prints you got there.
Yeah.
If you leave them in the box, you're
most of mine's got
not a toy.
Yeah, the ones that I got in the box, it's either an extra or it's where I'm keeping my old one. I took the retro cards. I put the old figure in the box and hang it on the wall and store all the accessories that way. It's just a nice presentation piece.
Yeah, it's,
eventually, when I get a house, I'll do that. But I'm gonna keep everything on card because we always got kids over. But I'm gonna every month rotate pieces out, and then
Yeah. Well, now
I got a retro carded Iron Man on the card, and I got that Daredevil and that first modular armor Iron Man.
Hmm?
Those are the only 3 things I have in a card.
I bought 2 of the metallic modular armors. I love it. Love that suit. It's my favorite.
Yep. I think I bought 4 of them in all.
I bought 1 of the new one, the retro carded one. I was going to get 2. I ended up just getting 1. Have a good box of cannons. We're getting ready to go to.
Yep.
But what was I saying? Oh, I was going to get. But I said just get 1. Then I got it. And it's like, Man, I don't want to open this. It looks not. It's too good on the card. And have a good one, sir.
Pretty quickly.
Have a good night. So I can open the proton cannon and just give it to one of my metallic ones.
Oh, all right, guys. I got to go brush my teeth. Go to bed.
Yep. You have a good night. Good night, sir.
Yep. Have a good one.
Till next time.
Well, everybody watching, thank you for hanging out with us tonight. Remember to like, share, comment, subscribe. And I'll catch y'all next time.